Come to the Franchise Show on June 8th and 9th at the Orange County Convention Center to meet with the best money-making franchises. Learn how you can open a successful business. This life-changing event is your only chance to see all the hottest money-making opportunities in one place. Find the perfect business for you at the Franchise Show, presented by the Entrepreneur's Source. June 8th and 9th, the Orange County Convention Center. Get tickets at FloridaFranchiseShow.com.
I'm Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. I learned about atrial fibrillation the hard way. My symptoms would come and go. Shortness of breath, fatigue. I kept going. Then I got so lightheaded, I couldn't. My doctor said I have Afib, so I'm about 5 times more likely to have a stroke. Other symptoms, irregular heartbeat, heart racing, chest pain can come and go, but the risk of stroke stays. If you have symptoms, tell a doctor. Visit notimetowait.com.
Sponsored by Bristol-Myers Squibb and Pfizer.
Don't let spring allergies make you miserable. Try the quick, drug-free solution trusted by over 4 million people, Navage. Only Navage uses suction to flush out your sinuses using refreshing saline, helping you breathe easier, sleep better, and feel healthier. And here's even better news. Navage is now available at your local Sam's Club in a great new value pack. It's everything you need to start breathing better immediately at Sam's guaranteed best price. Navage, N-A-V-A-G-E. Breathe easy.
Are you paying too much for term life insurance? There's a tremendous price war in term life. Industry rates have dropped dramatically in the past few years. For example, a man aged 45, non-smoker, can get $1 million of coverage for $75 per month, level rate for 10 years. Or a man aged 50, non-smoker, can obtain $500,000 of coverage for a monthly premium of $110, level rate for 20 years. That's right, guaranteed level rate for 20 years. If you're a smoker, we have great rates available for you as well. At Term Busters, we specialize in policies of $500,000 and above. If you're looking for new or replacement term life insurance, call for a free quote today. 800-200-2250. That's 800-200-2250. Don't wait. Call 800-200-2250. 800-200-2250. Sample rate quotes based on preferred non-smoker rate class. Exam required to qualify.
Did you know that your largest investment asset might not be your retirement account or home? I'm Jay Jackson, CEO of Abacus Life. Most people don't realize that their life insurance policy is actually an asset they can sell. But for almost 20 years, Abacus has been purchasing life insurance policies from seniors just like you. We've even created a free policy value calculator at abacuspays.com so you can find out in seconds what we might pay for your policy. There are no fees and no obligations, just information. Knowing the value of your life insurance policy is as important as knowing the value of your home, your equity portfolio, or your finances in total. Discover the valuable information you need to understand the current market value for your life insurance, and then get real value from your life insurance when you need it with Abacus. Visit abacuspays.com to learn more and use our free policy value calculator today.
Do you have AC needs? Turn to the experts at Carrier. Go to millsair.com.
Broadcasting live from the injury law firm of Kaufman and Lind Studios. Why Kaufman and Lind? Because you deserve better. Contact them at whenyouneedus.com or dial pound 546 on your cell phone. This is WTKS FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. Listen on your free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts. Someone's going to get offended. It's just the way the world works. So to hopefully save everyone a little time and or energy, here's this. The opinions that you hear are those of the host and callers, and not those of iHeartMedia, its management, or advertisers. The News Junkie is on. The 3 best friends you never knew you had, running through the most viral stories of the day. The News Junkie Sean Wasson with Sabrina and C-Lane.
It is Tuesday, May 28th, 2024. Lots to get to today, from the Trump trial final days to the crying mom TikTok battle drama. And wait, hold on, the Pope just said what? Plus your calls, dispatches, emails, texts, and more. Sabrina is out. Hello, C-Lane.
What's happening?
Josh is with us.
Good morning.
And and so are you. You can join us with the Dispatch today. Go to thenewsjunkie.com. Hit record on your first Dispatch today. You can also watch the show on YouTube and twitch.tv/thenewsjunkie. Your message is rolling right into the studio in real time. And it is, friends, a Share the Show Tuesday.
Yeah, share the show.
That's right.
Right in
That's
the
when
butt.
Right
in the butt.
Just share it, baby. Just share.
Right in the butt.
You share the show. Send a link to a friend. Hit the like button over on the YouTube stream. Do all the things you need to do on a Share the Show Tuesday. How was everybody's long Memorial Day weekend?
It was good. It was good.
Yeah.
It was the heat really got to me.
It was thick
bad
out there. It was bad. Last night I look at the smart speaker thing, the screen in the kitchen, and it was dark outside. It's pitch black, and it was still 90 degrees outside. And I said, "Well, that ain't good."
Well, that must have been later than me, because last night I was like, man, I am just drained. I am going to bed before Ashley, which never happens.
Whoa.
At like 8:30, and I was like, all right, bye, I'm out of here. Like as I was walking into the room, I looked out of our high up windows, and you could still see the glow of the sun that had was still setting. Like it was still
a pussy!
I know.
My God, you went to bed when the sun was still up.
It wasn't up. It was just there was a glow.
Little baby, a little too tired.
Take a note from Josh today. I just saw this man vociferously, violently shake whatever's in that drink of his. I don't know what he's drinking.
Protein shake, baby.
Josh loads up this drink, and I'm watching the feed, and he's
Did you write down the word vociferously before you said it? Because when you did, you looked down before you said it, and I thought, this man
let's see here, vociferously.
No, I might screw up on the spelling of that one these days on account of the brain fog and all that. Yeah, it was hot.
He's like, I woke up vociferously this morning.
We went out to Universal Studios, and we were in the sun for most of the day yesterday, so I feel you on that drained end of the day feeling where your battery meter is the best way I can explain it. You're like 3%, 4%. You just feel it all draining down. I was like, oh my God. We had a very good time though at the theme parks yesterday. Courtney Tupperwared our way into the new area over there. And if you don't know what that means, a long time ago on the show, I don't know why. I think it was after a broadcast or something. I don't know why.
It was before a broadcast? I don't remember
the night
we were doing there. Yeah.
Sabrina Sealine and I were all at Universal Studios, and there was a party for the Tupperware company, and it was banging. I think there was a famous person playing.
There was a private concert from Sheryl Crow, which we tried to get into, and it was already over.
Yeah, we just missed it. But there was a huge buffet, and there's chicken fingers and glorious foods all on display. And there was a little entrance with a checkpoint, and we all walked up and we were like, Tupperware. And we all said Tupperware.
It had to do with a question mark at the end. Tupperware?
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, right this way.
And we just walked into this party, and we started mowing down. We went into VIP rooms and stuff. We went the whole way, man. It was nice. So we did that this weekend, but we did it at the brand new DreamWorks section of Universal Studios, and the guy's like, okay, and we got in there, and Courtney's like, the weird thing was, I was like, no, don't do it, because we already tried to get in, and then they turned us away like losers. Ooh. And then Courtney goes, I'm gonna try again, and she goes, can we just go in? And the guy's like, hang on a second. And then he let us in. And I was like,
nice.
You brave soldier, you and Josh are shaking those protein drinks, man. Just getting them ready for the day.
Yeah, buddy.
And she got us in, and I was like, this is the greatest here. It felt very VIP. Some guy.
Is there anything that you saw that you're like, oh, this is what people are going to be into when this DreamWorks area opens?
I mean, the weird thing is it's a kid thing. It's it's all for the kids. But there is in the Kung Fu Panda area, You go in there. They have an employee. It's obviously an employee. I don't know if he's remote or if he's actually there. And he sounds exactly like Jack Black, like 100% dead on Jack Black.
Do skibbity doo.
And you see
Jack Black.
I don't know. It sounded like Andy from The Office.
You see the Kung Fu Panda on the screen in front of you, and he's like moving around every which way, and he's interacting with the little kids who are in front of him. I don't know how they do it. I think he might have one of those suits on, with the little balls all over him, like the tracking suits or something. I don't know what they're using there, but it's very impressive technology. Anyhow, super hot. People were into the yacht rock. Some of them. Oh, not PF. PF was not into the yacht rock. Just horrible for a holiday weekend, he says. I don't know about that. There was some perfect. There were some compliments on the AI. Yeah, I saw a lot of people who were like, "I like the," or not the AI, on the yacht rock. I thought people liked it. I listened to a little bit of it this weekend here. Oh man,
there were some good tunes.
Yeah, I dig that. I thought it was good. It was a lot of good music.
Obviously, I know because I was here. So you're
you
playing
were
some
not
of it.
there. Don't let him fool you.
No, it's true. I saw him here on Sunday.
He was voice tracking. He was not actually there. All right, here we go. Before we get into everything, let's put our ears to the ground, our fingers on the pulse to see what's happening in this great, big, wide world of ours. And we go to President Biden, who was speaking at West Point, and he had one of those Jeb Bush moments I always love.
Oh, please clap.
Yeah, where they throw out something like, oh, nobody responded to that.
Never forget, America is the strongest when we lead not only by our example of our power, but by the power of our example. You can clap for that.
Man, whoever wrote that was going for the next, ask not what your country can do for you, but what you can do for your country. Take a seemingly mundane idea and then say it and then swap it to give it that extra oomph, and then it just fell flat.
I also like how it probably said on the script, hold for applause 11 minutes or so. Like clearly this is going to be a home run. This is a humdinger of a line.
Never forget, America is the strongest when we lead not only by our example of our power, but by the power of our example. You can clap for that.
Okay, just so you know, not as bad as Jeb Bush's.
I was going to say, you can clap for that. Is not as bad as please clap.
No,
one of them sounds like a plead.
And with Jeb Bush, it wasn't just please clap. It was please clap.
Please clap. It sounded sad.
I'm begging you, like this is really bad right now. Oh, do I not have that clip anymore?
Yes, you. Come on.
Come on. I must have it somewhere. Probably over here. No. No,
doesn't seem like it.
No, as you can hear, I'm stalling over here, and I don't seem to have it. That's a real unfortunate circumstance.
Nope, not on the Christmas page. No,
it's not over there. I must have it somewhere. This is it.
I'll admit it.
Nope, that's Alex Jones.
My neighbors.
You know what I saw that was so funny this weekend? Who's the Mad TV guy who does all the great impressions?
Oswald?
No.
It's
bald guy.
Frank Caliendo.
No, yeah, maybe. No.
Or are you're thinking of oh my God, what's his name? He does a really good Jesse Ventura.
Yes, he's bald, and he was doing an interview with somebody, and they were talking about Alex Jones.
Steven
and he
Seagal?
goes, No.
Will Sasso.
Yes, Will Sasso. Yeah. That's him. Will Sasso's doing this interview.
I've clearly Googled now, and I'm just reading off the names that have shown up.
He's doing an interview that I saw this weekend, and he starts doing an Alex Jones impression, and then he goes, hold on, and he pulls a wig out of his pocket, and it's a short little Alex Jones haircut, and that son of a bitch looked exactly like...
He doesn't look too dissimilar from Alex Jones without the wig.
No, if you go on TikTok and search for Will Sasso, Alex Jones, and you see what I'm talking about, he looks, it was dead on, 100%. It had me rolling. Oh, my God. All right, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we have so much to get to on a very busy Tuesday on the show. Kind of a dead week in the world, I feel. I don't know. I thought Memorial Day weekend.
Don't say that. Don't say that. Can you say, oh, it's going to be a dead week, slow news, and then something terrible happens, some tragedy.
We got the big Trump trial thing. I think that's going to happen. I think we're getting a Trump trial verdict
Which
this
some
weekend.
people think is a tragedy. Just terrible.
True. We got that going down this week, so that's going to be some excitement, some action, some drama, and we'll keep an eye on that for sure. But overall, I feel like there's some checked out people. I don't know. Is this like a week a lot of people take off? They go, we got Monday, so we'll just cruise through to Friday.
I don't know, because just having Monday off is not usually enough.
Yeah.
But if this were like, for example, this year, the 4th of July is on a Thursday. So many people have Thursday, Friday off.
Right.
And then a lot of people will go, well, there's stuff going on Wednesday. And then the rest of them will go, let's just kill that whole week. No productivity there. But at least you have a little bit more of a starter than just one day.
Yeah, it feels good to take a whole week like that. Don't do it, though, folks. Hang out with us here. We're going to have fun this week. Sabrina's out. She got some family stuff going on today. She will be back, I believe, tomorrow on the show.
I think today she's taking the Bright Line back up.
Yeah.
Which, party time.
You know what? She was very, very sweet of her. She sent me for my birthday, which was this weekend, a video of her, and she is on the Bright Line, and it's clearly super awkward. Should I play it? Or I don't know.
Did she make complete strangers wish you a happy birthday from the Bright Line?
It was just...
Or is it worse?
I'll play when we come back.
Okay. All right.
I'll play when we come back. It was very, very thoughtful. She's a thoughtful person. And
I just sent a text. Super not thoughtful. I sent a text that let you have your day.
Thank you. That's what I want. Truly. Courtney was like,
I know. It's been long enough. I know.
Courtney said, I'm going to make you bows because she knows I like bows. These like little buns, like Asian buns. And she's like, I'm going to make them for your birthday. And then it was one of those things where you make dough and then a couple of things go wrong. And then she just started getting like fighting the food. And I'm like, I don't care. I was like, I don't care about any of this. I was like, just go have a nice day. She's like, you know what? Let's do it. We never abandon a meal in the middle of the meal, especially with her because she can cook anything you could think of ever.
Except bows.
she can still make them, man. She makes them better than Wow Bao. But she just like
Wow
Bao. Yeah. Oh, Wow Bao's the best.
I've never had Wow Bao. I've had King Bao.
Wow Bao is the spot, man. Okay, quick break. Like I said, when we come back, we'll get to what happened at the box office this weekend. A terrible moment on a flight from Jamaica and a whole lot more. It's coming up next in the News Junkie.
The fine woman in your smart speaker knows what you need.
Really?
Don't ask how. Just tell her to play Real Radio 104.1 on iHeartRadio.
From the Goldsmith Jewelry Shop Traffic Center. Lowest prices on the highest quality jewelry. GoldsmithJewelry.com.
There's an accident off to the right shoulder on Florida's Turnpike southbound south of Hancock Road. Authorities are clearing up an accident on Catalina Boulevard at Howland Boulevard. There's still delays on I-4 before Champions Gate between Osceola Parkway and after State Road 535 and delays on the Beach Line eastbound between Florida's Turnpike and Sand Lake Road. If you see traffic troubles, call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Wendy's. Order a Biggie Bag at Wendy's today. When you think of your go-to meal, what do you think of? Because if it's not the Wendy's Biggie Bag with your choice of JBC or crispy chicken sandwich, plus 4-piece nugs, junior fries, and a small soft drink, Wendy's Biggie Bag hits every time. So stop by and grab your ride or die meal. U.S. price and participation may vary.
Now, it's your time to make more money and be your own boss. Come to the Franchise Show on June 8th and 9th at the Orange County Convention Center to meet with the best money-making franchises. Learn how you can open a successful business. This life-changing event is your only chance to see all the hottest money-making opportunities in one place. Find the perfect business for you at the Franchise Show, presented by the Entrepreneur's Source. June 8th and 9th, the Orange County Convention Center. Get tickets at FloridaFranchiseShow.com.
Don't let spring allergies make you miserable. Try the quick, drug-free solution trusted by over 4 million people. Navage. Only Navage uses suction to flush out your sinuses using refreshing saline, helping you breathe easier, sleep better, and feel healthier. And here's even better news. Navage is now available at your local Sam's Club in a great new value pack. It's everything you need to start breathing better immediately at Sam's guaranteed best price. Navage, Navage, breathe easy.
Think identity theft won't happen to you? Think again. There's a new victim every 3 seconds in the U.S., over 15 million this year alone, and many don't even know they're victims. LifeLock alerts you to identity threats you could miss even when you monitor your credit. If your identity's stolen, a dedicated U.S.-based restoration specialist will work to fix it. No one can prevent all identity theft, but everyone can save up to 25% their first year with my name, Clay, as the promo code at LifeLock.com.
My friends swim no matter the season, but my moderate to severe plaque psoriasis can sometimes take me out of the moment. Now, thanks to Skyrizi and clear skin, count me in. With Skyrizi, Risankizumab Riza, a prescription-only 150 milligram injection for adults who are candidates for systemic or phototherapy. 3 out of 4 people achieve 90% clear skin at 4 months.
Don't use if allergic to Skyrizi. Serious allergic reactions and an increased risk of infections or a lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check for infection and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor if you have an infection or symptoms such as fever, sweats, chills, muscle aches, or cough, or if you plan to or recently received a vaccine.
Thanks to Skyrizi, there's nothing on my skin, and that means everything. Ask your doctor today about Skyrizi, the #1 dermatologist-prescribed biologic in psoriasis, and visit skyrizi.com or call 1-866-SKYRIZI to learn more.
Imagine an indoor soccer field just minutes away from your doorstep. At WG Sports Center, we're making this dream a reality. We're crafting an exceptional experience for our soccer academy. Get ready to kick off an exciting adventure filled with fun for the entire family. Discover WG Sports Center and elevate your well-being. Our new indoor soccer field is coming soon to Central Florida, and we're looking for team players like you. Find us at WGSportsCenter.com. That's WGSportsCenter.com.
Are you paying too much for term life insurance? There's a tremendous price war in term life. Industry rates have dropped dramatically in the past few years. For example, a man aged 45, non-smoker, can get $1 million of coverage for $75 per month, level rate for 10 years. Or a man aged 50, non-smoker, can obtain $500,000 of coverage for a monthly premium of $110, level rate for 20 years. That's right, guaranteed level rate for 20 years. If you're a smoker, we have great rates available for you as well. At Term Busters, we specialize in policies of $500,000 and above. If you're looking for new or replacement term life insurance, call for a free quote today. 800-200-2250. That's 800-200-2250. Don't wait. Call 800-200-2250. 800-200-2250. Sample rate quotes based on preferred non-smoker rate class. Exam required to qualify.
Between the lines.
Far beyond legal and ethical limits.
And under the surface.
Too dangerous or disruptive to the existing status quo.
Hosts Ben Bolin, Matt Frederick, and Noel Brown introduce you to the world of stuff they don't want you to know.
We have officially entered the age of biohacking.
History is riddled with unexplained events.
Is somebody messing with us?
Now it's time for some answers.
Take us to the edge of the rabbit hole. We'll do the rest.
Listen to Stuff They Don't Want You to Know on America's #1 podcast network, iHeart. Open your free iHeart app and search Stuff They Don't Want You to Know and start listening.
Injured, hire the largest injury firm in the world. Morgan & Morgan, for the people.
Filling you in on the shocking details. Just try not to pass out.
I hate to say it, I feel like a traitor in a turncoat and all that, but we weren't necessarily listening to the yacht rock all the time. You know, we were tuning into the station that had Memorial Day dialed in. All right, I'm sorry. It wasn't us. I'm sorry. I hate to say it. The Beat, our sister station, had Memorial Day dialed in. I mean, they were wild over there. I liked it. I liked what was going on.
What was different about it?
Oh, they had like a promo sweeper thing, you know, like where it's like it tells your station identity and says, you know, whatever. And theirs was
barbecue. No, it was beers, barbecue, and BBLs.
Yeah. I love that.
These guys are channeling something over here. And Courtney loves this new song. She's like, I put it on this radio station just so I could hear this song. I don't know what the hell it is, man. It's the most ratchet song I've ever heard in my entire life. It's like something about airing out your coochie or something. I don't know. It's just something. You know, every 5 years in music culture, somebody writes a song where it's basically a dance and they tell you what to do. Left foot now, stomp. You know, like the
slide to the left. Slide to the right.
Cha-cha slide. Like, you get one of those every 5 years. This is the new one. I don't know. I forgot what it's called, but it's so filthy. It's the most, like, I think Drake's in it. Drake's in this song. Somebody's going to know what I'm talking about.
Is it the new one with Sexy Red where he's rapping over the BBL Drizzy beat?
Yes, I think so. What are the lyrics to that?
I have no idea.
Bring that up because there's something about airing things out and, like, you know, shaking this and she knows the words now and she's singing along and I'm like, what is going on here? Holy cow. It is like the filthiest song I think I've ever heard in my life.
Is it what the people on Twitch are saying? Air that coochie, air that coochie?
It's kind of like that.
What's so funny?
Nothing.
It's telling you what to do. It's telling you to shake this and shake that. And it's filthy. You know, it's one of those songs where there's so many bad words in it that they have to, they keep putting DJ scratches in. So it's like, air that, like you can't even tell what's going on. It is truly something. Rich Baby Daddy, is that the name of the song? No, that's not it. I don't know. We'll have to find this because she loves this song. Oh, God, it's her new Jack Harlow song because she was super into that one. Hold on, let me see.
I don't need no whips and chains.
It is called Rich Baby Daddy. It's called Rich Baby Daddy. She just sent it to me. Drake featuring Sexy Red and SZA. And if you look up the lyrics to Rich Baby Daddy, it is the filthiest song. The chorus is the filthiest thing I've ever seen in my life. And you could be like, this is culture rot, this is degen, but it's so catchy. Like, I love it. When I'm hearing it,
we probably have the edited version in here.
We might, yeah.
I'll find it.
Yeah, when I'm listening to it, I'm like, maybe I will air out that coochie, you know? There's a possibility that I might do this. It's at least on the table. I don't know. So, yeah, we heard that this weekend. Over and over and over.
Bend that ass over, bow.
That
bow. Let that
it's an
breathe.
Uh-huh.
Ass bitch, hands on your knees. Hands on your knees, hands on your knees. Shake that ass for Drake. Now shake that ass for me.
Ben Shapiro over here. It's something, man. It's like, I'm telling you, as you're listening to it, you're like, I don't know if this song's good. I don't know if this song's good for the culture. And then you're like, but it's so catchy. And then you start singing it and you're dancing along with this. Absolute insanity. My God.
I can't even find it in here.
No,
it might be too dirty.
Do you know what he means when he says Rolly Gang, Patty Gang, Rich Baby Daddy Gang?
Yeah, but I don't want to tell you. I don't want to say it out loud.
Oh, right. You don't want to give that away.
Yeah.
Too cool.
What does it mean?
He's flexing his ownership of both a Rolex and Patek Philippe wristwatches.
You said that like the poorest guy I've ever heard in my life.
You got a Patek Philippe?
Patek Philippe?
I have no idea.
Oh, you don't know, Sean. You must be able to say it like the richest guy ever, because I said it like the poorest guy. You must be able to say it like Moneybags. Let's hear. How do you say the guy's name?
That was like day one of Duolingo, man. You just saw that for the first time.
Because I did.
Gucci? How do you say that? Oh, God. All right, here's...
First of all, I would have said goosey if it was the first time that I saw that word.
Here's the video Sabrina sent me for my birthday. Neither of you sent me a video. You didn't put as much thought into it as she did.
Sorry.
She had just got on the Bright Line train, and I guess she maybe made a mistake by not recording it before then, so she was awkwardly recording this whilst on the train. I don't think she curses. Hope not. Here she goes.
Oh my gosh.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Sean. Happy birthday to you.
There's people around her.
Happy birthday, pal. Enjoy your day.
That's got to be.
There's some rando next to her. Like, what?
They just cut her off on the bar cart just immediately.
We can't do this anymore. It was super, super hot this weekend, and a little bit of melting going on out there. I don't know. That's what it's like. Summer on the equator, friends. This is what happens. I don't want to hear whining about climate change. It's summer on the equator. It's hot. And it's thick out there. It's thick. It's like walking through French onion soup on the streets. It's not a comfortable time to be outside. But I got a problem, as always. All right, today is no different. Today is very much the same. One of the things that I have taken to doing is I listen to my body. But my body is what they call stupid. And so, like, here's an example. Yesterday we go to Universal. And we used to go to the theme parks and we would just like drink and like we don't realize we're going here and we're drinking and we're not paying attention to anything. We had no idea. It was just really a bad experience. So we turned it around. We moved our drinking around to nighttime. That feels a little more stable. It's not really, but it feels that way. And so we go there. We're hanging out with you guys know Jan and Juan and everybody. We're hanging out with all them. And it's hot, so I start. We get a bottle of water for $6.50 because robbery in broad daylight is fully legal these days. And so I get that water, and I just open up my throat like a throat goat, and I completely slam the water. Whole thing gone, right? And then about an hour or so later, we're like, let's get another water because I'm thirsty. And I slam that. And then when we go into the bar, they're like, it's hot outside. Here's a water. And I slam that. And I was throwing up in my mouth. Like I drank so much water so fast. I'm broken with like my receptors for saying like how much you're supposed to drink. I go water, hot, drink like a caveman or something. And I take too much into my body. And then I was like, Courtney goes, you okay? And I was like, I don't feel good. I drank too much water. And she just started berating me for just being so stupid.
Idiot.
She's like, why do you do that? That was, she didn't say idiot as much as, why do you do that? Why are you doing that? I don't know. I have no idea. I'm broken inside. There's something broken about me. But you do have to make sure, and I love how it's like the elevator talk of the day. You know, it's like, sure is hot out there. Yep. Make sure you stay hydrated. Make sure you get all the fluids you're supposed to get. It's going to be like that for a little while. And then we'll have like some storms roll through and it'll cool down over and over and over. That's how it works. At the box office this weekend, the worst Memorial Day weekend. Oh my God. It did not work out well. You had Furiosa, a Mad Max saga, which I almost went and saw, but did not. It made $31 million, and it emerged victorious over Did You Know It's Happening, the Garfield movie. The Garfield movie?
What?
I didn't even know there was a Garfield movie.
Is the movie
out.
called Did You Know What's Happening? Or
no, I'm asking you,
okay.
did you know it was actually happening?
Yeah,
The Garfield movie.
I think I heard there was a Garfield movie, but other than that, I have no interest in it because...
Who's Garfield?
It's not Bill Murray again.
Oh, that's a shame. That's
Chris
truly a
Pratt?
shame. Maybe.
Could be.
God, he gets everything. He got Super Mario and he got Garfield, if that's the case. Garfield got $25 million over the weekend. People aren't attached to Garfield anymore. Garfield peaked. Garfield peaked when I was a kid.
Chris Pratt.
Chris Pratt
it really?
and Samuel L. Jackson.
Oh, okay. Is he Odie?
There's Big Otto.
Who's Otto?
Who's Otto?
I don't know.
That's not Odie. Oh, Snoop Dogg's in it, and he plays a character named Snoop Cat.
Okay, brilliant. They've really thought this out. If you saw it, let us know if it was good or if it was a failure. It didn't do so well.
The names in it are big. Chris Pratt's Garfield, Samuel L. Jackson, Hannah Waddingham, Cecily Strong, Ving Rhames.
Yeah, that's
my
good.
favorite Bible.
Ving Rhames edition.
You know what the problem is? Hot take here. Garfield sucks. All right? This is the thing.
In general?
Yeah, Garfield sucks. Garfield's a miserable, mopey cat. And he's like always bitching about something. He's a fat ass loser. He constantly is eating lasagna and sitting around. And he's not really fun. He's not a fun time. So
And if I didn't know you were talking
him.
about Garfield.
People are not into him. That's why they didn't go watch it at the box office, because Garfield is a loser. People understand this. Back in the 90s, Garfield was not a loser. You might be too young to remember this, Josh, but there was a time in the 90s where all of a sudden everybody on the planet wanted to get these little Garfields that like suction cupped to the back window of your car.
I remember those.
So it looked like Garfield was like stuck, in the back window of your vehicle.
Yeah, he's hanging out.
That was peak Garfield. Baby on board time.
Was that supposed to be because you were going so fast that the cat just like jetted to the back of the thing? It's like, because you just hit the gas.
Okay, I'm going to start spouting off some nonsense here. And I should say that a lot more than I do. I believe, maybe you can look this up. Is there a wiki for Garfield suction cup toy? There might be. I believe that the story is that they wanted to make a stuffed animal, and the stuffed animal came back looking like crap, and his hands were all messed up. And so they just said, put suction cups on it so people could suction cup it to the windows. And then they did it, and people just took off like a phenomenon.
In the 1980s, Jim Davis wanted plush Garfields made with Velcro so people could hang them on curtains, but the factory mistakenly returned the prototype with suction cups.
Oh, really? Okay,
and then
even
it
better.
soon became a craze, putting them in cars and stuff.
It was everywhere at the time. That was peak Garfield. And after that, downhill. Abraham Dragonfriend on Twitch says, isn't Garfield similar to Winnie the Pooh and actually about mental illness? It's very much possible. Winnie the Pooh's miserable too. I don't like him. I'm not a fan of Winnie the Pooh. I'm not into it. Piglet is hoarding all of his wealth. Piglet, the smallest creature in all of what's the woods called? 100 Acre Woods. The smallest creature in 100 Acre Woods has the largest house. Piglet lives in a mansion, and you got Eeyore outside living under a leaf in the rain. Like nothing makes sense. The economy of 100 Acre Woods makes no sense, and it's all bad. And that's why people don't watch this stuff anymore. They want exciting stuff. You know what they want more than anything? And this is something Garfield lacks. Garfield lacks this. They want something with a good song. Like C-Lane is now getting into the world of Mickey Mouse because of his son Jackson.
Mm-hmm.
And after you showed us the new Mickey Mouse song, now Alexa in the kitchen reminds us every 5 minutes that we can listen to that again if we'd like to.
Oh, fun.
It's, constantly on the screen. But
which one? Mix Up Adventure Party?
Yeah, that one.
Or hot dog?
No,
a hot dog day.
A hot dog, hot diggity dog is super catchy, but that's out. That's old school. Nobody likes that anymore. The one that you did is the new one. It's the newfangled version of the song.
They both come from the same show.
I know, but this is the hot new jam, right? This is the one. It's like Shabuzi. It's the Shabuzi of the moment, friends. If you haven't heard that, oh God. Did you guys listen to that? Or you haven't heard it?
The thing that you texted us about?
Yeah. Okay, Josh is up on it because he's hip, but C-Lane is not. So he doesn't know. Is Shabuzi in the system? We should. It's so good.
I'd be willing to bet money.
It's a rethinking of a rap song.
There's just one Shabuzi song in our system.
That's it. That's the one.
A bar song?
Yeah.
Tipsy?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Tipsy. It's the Tipsy rap song, but it's redone as a country song. And this is the new Lil Nas X. It's a black country singer who redid this song. It's so good. It is so good if you haven't heard this. Turn it up.
Telling me all night long. Yeah. Pour me up a double shot of whiskey. Ain't no
Now, Garfield's out, country's in. I think country music is real.
This is a battle that two people were not fighting against each other, but let me tell you, one has lost and the other has won.
Yeah, Garfield's out. Country is in. It's happening right now. Okay, we are going to take a quick break. When we come back, we'll get to you. Your dispatches are rolling in on a Share the Show Tuesday. Also, we got to talk about that flight from Jamaica, and we'll see what's happening in your world. That's all coming up next on the News Junkie.
All aboard for Real Yacht Rock Weekends. Every weekend this summer on Real Radio 104.1.
From the Cool Today Weather Center, cooltoday.com.
Fox 35 Storm Team meteorologist Jessica Dobson with a check of your Tuesday forecast. And for today, another hot day is on the way as temperatures climb into the mid-90s for highs. Plan for an afternoon high of 94 degrees today in Orlando. A few scattered hit-and-miss showers and thunderstorms can't be ruled out either as we get into the early to mid-afternoon hours. These could have some heavy downpours and some frequent lightning, so keep that in mind if you have any sort of outdoor plans. Temperatures will stay hot through the end of the week with highs in the mid-90s. For the Fox 35 Storm Team, I'm meteorologist Jessica Dobson.
This report is sponsored by Dairy Queen. Hey, DQ fans, the ultimate cookie blizzard treat is the dessert that has it all. With Oreo, Chips Ahoy, and Nutter Butter, this blizzard treat has everything cookie lovers dream of. Don't wait. This one-of-a-kind confection won't be here long. Only at participating DQ.
I'm going to guess that at least 25% of you have spent the weekend in front of that AC vent in your house going, it's just not working. It's not as cold as it's supposed to be. Something has gone wrong here. I know I did for a second. I panicked, almost got Leon on the phone and said, hey, we got an emergency here. Sound the alarms because the AC is not working. Now, thankfully, I'm okay over here, but I know I'm in good hands because Mills Air is there to help. When the heat outside does in your AC and things aren't working like they should be, you reach out. They'll send over a tech. A human being will answer the phone. It's the best experience for a bad situation. They have been in business since 1992. That's over 30 years. And they're a Carrier factory authorized dealer. Then get your rebates up to $1,275 if you need a brand new Carrier unit. That could save you really big on your power bill. Because of the way financing works, it can basically finance anybody out there. And if you get a new Carrier unit, sometimes you're saving so much on your electric bill each month that it just kind of evens out. And then there you are with a brand new AC keeping you comfortable. It's a great, great move for you. You can always turn to the experts at Carrier, and you can always turn to Mills Air. Get the preventative maintenance that could save you money and detect an upcoming breakdown before things go wrong this summer. 407-277-1159. That's 407-277-1159, or go to millsair.com.
This is trial attorney Jeff Kaufman for the law offices of Kaufman Lind. When I first graduated law school over 25 years ago, I had so many ideas of what practicing law would look like. Well, after 25 years, I learned the most important thing I can do is care. There are many nights that I spend thinking about what I can do, how I can make a case better, how I can protect my client. If that works for you and you are in an accident, contact me at whenyouneedus.com or dial pound 546 on your cell phone. Offices, Orlando.
Twin Peaks is the best in the game. Here, your favorite drafts are poured at a frosty 29 degrees, and rare barrel-aged whiskeys are served just the way you want them. It's bigger game days and bolder fight nights. I mean, where else can you find a scratch kitchen that always comes in clutch? Every day, from lunch to late night. Only at Twin Peaks, the #1 sports bar.
Get wings the way you want them. Try Twin Peaks wings bone-in breaded, naked, smoked and grilled, or boneless in your favorite sauce or rub. My friends swim no matter the season, but my moderate to severe plaque psoriasis can sometimes take me out of the moment. Now, thanks to Skyrizi and clear skin, count me in. With Skyrizi Risankizumab Riza, a prescription-only 150 milligram injection for adults who are candidates for systemic or phototherapy. 3 out of 4 people achieve 90% clear skin at 4 months.
Don't use if allergic to Skyrizi. Serious allergic reactions and an increased risk of infections or a lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check for infection and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor if you have an infection or symptoms such as fever, sweats, chills, muscle aches, or cough, or if you plan to or recently received a vaccine.
Thanks to Skyrizi, there's nothing on my skin, and that means everything. Ask your doctor today about Skyrizi, the #1 dermatologist-prescribed biologic in psoriasis, and visit skyrizi.com or call 1-866-SKYRIZI to learn more.
Do you have a life insurance policy of $100,000 or more that you don't need? Well, don't lapse or surrender your policy. You might be sitting on a gold mine. That's right. You may be able to sell all or part of your life insurance policy to Coventry for cash, or a combination of cash and coverage with no future premiums, even a term policy. Call Coventry Direct at 800-411-8300 or visit coventrydirect.com to find out if you're sitting on a gold mine. That's 800-411-8300. For over 25 years, we've helped thousands of people sell their policies, and we can probably help you too. Call us today at 800-411-8300 or visit coventrydirect.com to find out if you're sitting on a gold mine. That's 800-411-8300. Call now.
I love playing pranks on my sister, and this deal going on at McDonald's is my chance to take the lead. Enjoy any 2 items for $3.79. From the iconic McDouble, the McChicken, a 4-piece chicken McNuggets, small fries, to even a small soft drink. I'm gonna pair my McDouble with her small fries, but secretly pull her fries out of the bag. She won't even notice. Hey, where'd the fries go? Sounds like my prank just got fried. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Prices and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer or combo meal. Single item at regular price.
What's better than air conditioning? A portable air conditioner you can take anywhere. Enter McDonald's frozen drinks. I call them air cup-ditioners. Air cup-ditioners come in all my fave flavors, like frozen Coke, frozen Fanta Blue Raspberry, and frozen Sprite Limonade. And they're incredibly cost-effective. Any size is just $1.49 after breakfast hours. My air cup-ditioner is on full blast. Air drinks. Then there are drinks from McDonald's. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Prices and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer or combo meal. Coca-Cola, Fanta, Sprite, and Limonade are registered trademarks of the Coca-Cola Company.
Think identity theft won't happen to you? Think again. There's a new victim every 3 seconds in the U.S., over 15 million this year alone, and many don't even know they're victims. LifeLock alerts you to identity threats you could miss even when you monitor your credit. If your identity's stolen, a dedicated U.S.-based restoration specialist will work to fix it. No one can prevent all identity theft, but everyone can save up to 25% their first year with my name, Clay, as the promo code at lifelock.com.
People who suffer from allergies use Nasal Guard to prevent them. Nasal Guard's innovative gel and spray products protect you from all airborne allergens, no matter what the forecast holds. Visit Amazon, Walmart, or nasalguard.com today. Breathe better this spring. nasalguard.com.
Real Radio is on X at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Have you been in an accident? Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
They're best friends. Unless they're fighting. Are they fighting? It's
Go to thenewsjunkie.com and hit record on yours right now. It's one of those days where the news needs a side story, and so they go, what national day is it? They flip the calendar around, and they say National Burger Day. Let's get excited about this.
All right.
Yeah. I tell you, all the free stuff that you can get out there. There's like 1 cent junior bacon cheeseburgers with any purchase. That's like all week long, I think.
This must be a genius. I don't know who came up with making today National Burger Day, and I guess is it because it's the 28th of May?
Maybe.
So it doesn't necessarily mean that they meant to put National Burger Day after Memorial Day weekend.
But close.
But I'm burgered out, man. And so
Oh, really?
the last thing I want right now is a burger. So I'm not gonna. The burgers could be free right now, and I'm like, I'm good.
Well, you know, they list Arby's as in on this. Arby's doesn't have a burger, do they? Arby's has the meats. They do?
Yeah,
okay.
it's a more recent
sandwiches.
Oh, okay. So they're new on this. Wendy's is the one with the 1 cent junior bacon cheeseburger. And then there's a whole list. If you go to KTLA, they have an article about where to get free or discounted stuff for National Burger Day. And there's tons of good deals, tons of really good deals you should 1,000% be taking advantage of. Why? Because even though we have inflation in this country and there's $6 waters making the rounds like I had yesterday, we had 4 $6 waters. My God. $26 worth of waters.
24.
Is that right? No, 6.5, 6 times 4.
You said $6.
Yeah, 6.5, $6.50 waters.
Gotcha. You're right.
That we had yesterday, and you just look at it and you go, God, everything is so expensive. And of course, there's a theme park water. I mean, but there's a million other examples of things that are more expensive. But nowhere have we seen price increases like we've seen at the fast food places. And I saw a poll today. And they said people are increasingly seeing fast food as an expensive option because it is. It's like if you want to go with a family to McDonald's, Taco Bell hasn't been as bad with the price increases. They still have some cheaper options. They still got that bean burrito.
Not like it used to be, though.
No, it used to be 59 cents.
I went to Taco Bell recently, and my wife really loved the Mexi Melt.
Yeah, those are good.
And I said, "Do you guys still have the Mexi Melt?" And they said, "The what?" And I was like,
"Oh, they didn't even know." Like they don't even know the lore enough to say, "No, we do not have that any longer." They just say, "What? We're not even aware of this."
Come again?
Yeah, let me tell you something. And this is probably spicy take territory.
You're good.
I've made the rounds. I've had many of the burgers from like the food trucks to like restaurants to this place and that place, and I stand firmly by one thing. In-N-Out can suck it, number one. Let's put that on the list. In-N-Out can suck it.
Animal style.
And the McDonald's quarter pounder.
Yeah.
that sounds kind of good.
That sounds kind of fun.
That sounds like it's going to be that grapefruit lady. Like it's going to be the McDonald's quarter pounder is the perfect hamburger. That's the winner. That's the one right there.
So I'm on Arby's site, and they have some burgers under the limited time version, like section of the menu. Which to me, for Arby's, it's too little, too late, man. Because when I was a kid, and we were, my mom wanted to go to Arby's, and I was like, all right. The only thing I liked there was that potato cake thing that they had. I think that's gone. But I just didn't like the stuff. I didn't like roast beef sandwiches.
Yeah, it's not great.
And it's like Blockbuster, mailing out the DVDs too little, too late when everybody was already on Netflix.
Yeah.
And what's funny is because they have a couple burgers here, and they look rather big. And one of them is called, because I think if you rearrange the words, you're getting a little copyright infringement. One's called the Big Cheesy Bacon Burger.
All right.
Because Big Bacon Cheeseburger is already taken. I mean, they look thick on the thing here. Now, I don't know if they would look that thick in person.
They're too new, though. They're too new in the burger business. I feel like they don't have the experience to be making this stuff. Like when I look at a couple of things, classics are always going to be good in my estimation. So if you see all the wild and crazy options on the McDonald's breakfast menu, don't worry about it. Just get the sausage McMuffin. They've been serving it for like 70 years. They've perfected everything for this one food item to make it as good as humanly possible, and they've nailed it. It's good. Like, they got it. They got it down. They win. Millions and millions and millions of people have bought it. It's probably the most eaten, if I could use that word, breakfast food option in history. And it's glorious. It's good. They know what they're doing over there. And these new places that fly by night and they go, yeah, we got the meats and now we got hamburgers too. No. It's too late for you to get in the game here. Even In-N-Out's doing better than you are. Now, I put some respect on In-N-Out. I don't think it's the best one out there. And I know every time we talk about this, people say Culver's is the spot. But I think that's like I think it's the one that makes you die faster.
It's the butter burger.
Yeah, the butter burger. Like, it's in the name even. Like, they're literally...
It's delicious.
They top your burger with an extra 4,000 calories just to make it taste better.
Worth.
And in the end, yes, that's the question. Is it worth it in the end? On your deathbed, will you be like, glad I had the butter burger?
I've been twice, and good stuff.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
I've never been, and you know why? Because Culver's, if you don't know, if there's not one near you, is the sit-down restaurant famous for their burgers, but they got like diner stuff. They need some marketing because it comes across.
Well, I mean, they run ads on our station all the time, so they've got some marketing. Yes.
Yeah,
they gotta change it up a little bit because it strikes me as like old people go there. You know, it strikes me as the place where you go to dinner, but you go to dinner at 6 o'clock.
Yeah.
And you ask what the special is, and you know the waitress because you've been going there for a decade, and you got to get out of there and get home because you sleep.
But it's
at 9
not
o'clock.
Table service.
It's not. I thought it was.
It's is it fast casual?
It's big. I thought it was so big of a place that they had to have like a waitress there, waiter.
They bring food to your table. They put give you the little flag to sit down with. But no, it's definitely like maybe it's fast casual.
Yeah, you order at the counter and then you can go sit down.
Yeah. Okay. And by the way, I'll still tip in fast casual. The place I don't tip is when the people aren't doing any extra work. That's the one I don't understand. Like, sit down, tip. Fast casual, tip, because somebody's bringing it out to me and they're like cleaning off the tables. I went to a place that did that this weekend. You guys probably know it. I don't know how many people outside of here know it, but Yellow Dog Eats, which is super good. That place is awesome.
Good time.
Special little place. And even in a 1 billion degree heat, they're so genius. They got enough fans and this and that and outdoor air conditioners and mega spinners and, I don't know. I don't know the lingo.
Love when I show up to a restaurant that got some mega spinners.
Gotta have the mega spinners.
Yeah. Whatever it was working. It was outside and it felt cool and comfortable. And I said, we did it. We beat climate change. All we have to do is put air conditioners everywhere. It's genius. It's absolutely genius. Meanwhile, in the air, it was a plane, and Spirit Airlines is evaluating that plane after it nearly had a water landing. Passengers were told to prepare for a water landing during a flight from Jamaica to Florida. One of the passengers shared video showing the scary moments from inside the aircraft. The plane had just departed from Montego Bay. Is that where we landed?
Yeah.
I don't know. We did? We landed in Montego Bay? Montego Bay, Jamaica was headed to Fort Lauderdale. Passengers were told to prepare for a possible water landing as the plane turned around due to the suspected mechanical issue. They safely landed, but people were freaking out. I'd be Jamaican if that happened. I just said, look, I'm here now. I'm not getting on another plane again. I'm just going to stay here. I'll be feeling irie with the rest of you.
I was wondering what you meant by that because I knew you didn't mean totally chill about the whole ordeal.
No,
like a Jamaican person would be.
I'd be so Jamaican about it, man.
No, I would just have to live there for the rest of my days. I'd work at one of those really slow construction companies they have where you build a house for 5 years. And I'd enjoy not only Jamaica, but more Jamaica, which was pointed out to C-Lane during our tour of the beloved, glorious country. Nice place, and at least most of it. So they've got some problems here and there. All right, when we come back, somebody, All Day Yucker says, Rastafari vibrations in the plane engine. It could have been. I don't know exactly what caused it. The Trump trial is rolling on. We might get a verdict on that this weekend. And something that the Denver police are about to do, which seems a little bit crazy to me. Maybe you're into it. We'll find out. That's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real radio. 104.1. From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Clausman Law. ClausmanLaw.com.
Travel with caution on I-4 this afternoon. Authorities are clearing up an accident eastbound at Osceola Parkway. 3 right lanes are blocked. Traffic is backed up from World Drive. There's slowdowns on the on-ramp from State Road 408 to I-4 eastbound and congestion on State Road 429 northbound approaching Florida's Turnpike's Ramp Junction. If you see other traffic troubles, call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Wendy's. Order a Biggie Bag at Wendy's today. When you think of your go-to meal, what do you think of? Because if it's not the Wendy's Biggie Bag with your choice of JBC or crispy chicken sandwich plus 4-piece nugs, junior fries, and a small soft drink, Wendy's Biggie Bag hits every time. So stop by and grab your ride or die meal. U.S. price and participation may vary.
For more information about contests on this station, go to realradio.fm/rules.
Guys, here in Central Florida, it is so important your air conditioner works perfectly every time. That's why I suggest a call to our friends at Mills Air. In business since 1992, that's 30 years of experience in keeping Central Florida nice and cool. And their techs are awesome. They can service any brand out there. Don't worry about what kind of AC you have. And Mills Air is a Carrier factory authorized dealer, which means up to $1,275 in rebates towards a brand new Carrier unit. You can always turn to the experts at Carrier, and you can always turn to family-owned and operated Mills Air. Call today and schedule your appointment. 407-277-1159. Online, millsair.com.
With 3 generations and over 45 years of Florida experience, Handyman Roofing knows storms and hurricanes. We know how to evaluate storm-damaged roofs and not cause more damage. Handyman Roofing has the expertise to get your roof done. Plus, easy financing in case your insurance company is dragging its feet. With multiple emergency response teams ready, Handyman Roofing will be by your side now when you need it the most.
Knows how to get things done. Count on Handyman Roofing to get it done. Handyman Roofing to get it done.
Last season, millions tuned into the Betrayal podcast to hear a shocking story of deception. I'm Andrea Gunning, and now we're sharing an all-new story of betrayal. Justin Rutherford. Doctor, father, family man. It was the perfect cover to hide behind.
I was just like, what in the world is going on?
Listen to Betrayal on America's #1 podcast network, iHeart. Open your free iHeart app and search Betrayal and start listening.
In this week's Marketers Report, Angela Zapata, CMO Hyundai Motor America, discusses measuring audio.
The measurement capability within audio, I think, surprised all of us. We have seen a huge return on our investment. Seeing real numbers has helped us continue to invest.
As the #1 audio company, iHeartMedia gives marketers access to the data, audiences, and influencers you need to grow. If you're a marketer, go to iHeartResults.com.
I'm Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. I learned about atrial fibrillation the hard way. My symptoms would come and go: shortness of breath, fatigue. I kept going. Then I got so lightheaded, I couldn't. My doctor said I have Afib, so I'm about 5 times more likely to have a stroke. Other symptoms, irregular heartbeat, heart racing, chest pain can come and go, but the risk of stroke stays. If you have symptoms, tell a doctor. Visit notimetowait.com.
Sponsored by Bristol-Myers Squibb and Pfizer.
Don't let spring allergies make you miserable. Try the quick, drug-free solution trusted by over 4 million people. Navage. Only Navage uses suction to flush out your sinuses using refreshing saline, helping you breathe easier, sleep better, and feel healthier. And here's even better news. Navage is now available at your local Sam's Club in a great new value pack. It's everything you need to start breathing better immediately at Sam's guaranteed best price. Navage. Navage. Breathe easy.
Think identity theft won't happen to you? Think again. There's a new victim every 3 seconds in the U.S., over 15 million this year alone, and many don't even know they're victims. LifeLock alerts you to identity threats you could miss even when you monitor your credit. If your identity's stolen, a dedicated U.S.-based restoration specialist will work to fix it. No one can prevent all identity theft, but everyone can save up to 25% their first year with my name, Clay, as the promo code at LifeLock.com.
You can host the best backyard barbecue. You find a professional on Angie to make your backyard the best around. Connect with skilled professionals to get all your home projects done well. Inside to outside, repairs to renovations. Get started on the Angie app or visit Angie.com today. You can do this when you Angie that.
Hey, if you're listening to me right now, I have one thing every business needs most: attention. Think about it. We swipe and scroll past stuff all day. But when we're driving, cooking, and working out, we're also listening. That's the magic of audio at iHeart. We're in your next customer's ears while they're living life and listening, just like you are right now. So get your customers to listen up today using radio, digital, and podcasts. Visit iHeartAdvertising.com. That's iHeartAdvertising.com.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. If you've been injured in an accident and would like to know the value of your case, it's easy. Go to forthepeople.com and go to verdicts and settlements to see cases just like yours. You may see numbers that are much higher than what your lawyer's telling you. You see, all lawyers are not the same. Some may only handle a few injury cases a year. This is all we do. Injured? The choice is easy. Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm. Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
New South Window Solutions. We manufacture, we install, we guarantee. Visit newsouthwindow.com.
Portions of the following program were pre-recorded.
Broadcasting live from the injury law firm of Kaufman and Lind Studios. Why Kaufman and Lind? Because clients and character matter. Contact them at whenyouneedus.com or dial pound 546 on your cell phone. This is WTKS FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. Listen on your free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts.
Occupying the space between high society
and prison tattoos.
We're looking at
not hard enough.
Dick. We were looking at maybe going to an old person concert, and I don't know how I feel about this just yet, but it's Lionel Richie and Earth, Wind and Fire.
That's not a bad. I've seen Lionel Richie. I think I saw Earth, Wind and Fire at Universal Mardi Gras at one point. I don't remember if I saw the whole thing, but I've seen Lionel Richie puts on a good show.
Yeah, I like Lionel Richie. I like Earth, Wind, and Fire. You know, do you remember? I do remember. I enjoy all of that
remember.
Stuff. I do. And I just have one problem that's been kind of cooking up in me in the last year or so. And I feel like I'm the only one who doesn't like this. So I've been sort of quiet about it. But I think concerts are too long now. I think concerts have gotten too long, and
you're worried about going to the old man concert, and so you say the old man thing.
I know this is super. It's like the oldest man take. This is like as old man take as they get, and I just said I don't need a performance. I don't need a concert to go on for 3 hours. That's too long for me. I don't know why, but like I'm a 1 hour guy, and for pretty much everything, sex included. You know, it's like there's a
what
limit.
A lover.
There's a limit where you're like, I think we've done this. Like I had a blast. We did good. I think the length of a concert should be like sub 90 minutes. You know, I don't know if that's, I don't know if most people agree with that, but I think sometimes it goes on for too long.
Are you including Earth, Wind and Fire and Lionel Richie in that time frame?
No, just the final performer. Like 3 hours for like when Bruce Springsteen goes on just to impress Jack Bradshaw, and he plays for 3 hours. I'm like, that we could almost do a full radio show in that period of time. That's too long for a concert to go on. That's why I used to really like, and I guess I still do, though we haven't gone to one in so long, like a Lollapalooza, because every band would play for 45 minutes tops. And then you go on to the next one and on to the next one. And they play the best songs and they put on a good performance and it'd be fun. 3 hours is so long, man. It's like it's a whole investment. And maybe you would argue that concerts are so expensive that now they need to play for 3 hours.
That's what I was going to say. Like if you're paying, Taylor Swift prices, you want the bang for your buck.
I would say, hey, Taylor Swift, can I pay you half as much and you give me half the show? I don't,
you might be able to check StubHub halfway through the show and see if you can, see if the prices go down. We've talked about that. Like I always wondered, like if you checked StubHub for Super Bowl tickets, A, would they still be available after halftime, and B, would they cost less?
Alicia on YouTube says the Foo Fighters played for just over 2 hours at Rockville, and it was awesome. I could have listened to them longer. 2 hours is too much, I think. I'm really at an hour and 30
for one
minutes.
band.
Yeah, for one band to be playing for that long. And I feel for their fingers and the guitar strings and all the things that piles up over that period of time. That's a long time. 2 hours, like 3 hours is definitely, it's a little masturbatory in some ways, I think, for a band to go up there and be like, we should continue. And some bands will do it that you're like, the Jonas Brothers should not be playing for 3 hours. All right? Play SOS and move on, boys. I know the good jams you have, and I know the bad ones.
Yeah, but for Lionel Richie, he's got the catalog. He's got his hits. He's got the Commodore's hits.
Uh-huh.
I mean, he's got the songs.
Yeah, but we can say hello and dance on the ceiling pretty fast. We don't need to sit there and do the B-sides. We don't. Hey, a lot of people didn't buy this record, but I'm going to play it for you. Like Billy Joel will play some weird ass songs. No offense to Billy Joel.
Barely.
He'll be like, "This is Midnight in Xanadu off my."
Okay, first of all, the song's
Pikachu album.
First of all, the song's called Zanzibar, and that's a hit song.
I don't even know if I like that one, but they go on too long, and like,
you don't even know how it goes.
No, I don't. I don't remember those.
Midnight in Xanadu.
Billy Joel's got one of the most like predictable set lists because once he gets to like River of Dreams, he's on autopilot. Just hit by.
Yeah. I appreciate that they have that many hits, but I would rather see you 2 nights in a row for half the time. Maybe that's just me. And I'm probably gonna have to go to the bathroom in a 3-hour span. It's like a 3-hour movie. Why do we complain about Oppenheimer being so long? And then we're like, oh, thank God the Red Hot Chili Peppers did that acoustic version of Californication that went on for 17 minutes. It's all too much. We can reduce this.
That's why, you have the good side of a band that plays the same set every night, much like, say, a Lionel Richie, where you could look through the playlist and go, that's the song where I can go, re-up on some beers and go to the bathroom.
That's an advanced move, though. That's a smart move, but an advanced move. Lee Rhodes says, we listened to your dribble for 4 hours. Sir, this is better than any Rolling Stones concert that you'll ever go to. I'm sorry. There's just more here. There's more to wrap your mouth around right here in these seats where you're sitting right now. So just take it in for 4 hours when you get it. And then when you can't get it anymore, you'll be crying, okay? That's just how this show is going to go for you. You're lucky that you get to enjoy this. I'm sorry. I know you're not supposed to yell at your audience. I know all the program directors out there will say, Sean, don't yell at the audience. You're lucky that you get to enjoy this. Okay?
Listen here, audience.
You're lucky. And we're not playing music for you. We're just chit-chatting.
Oh, we did that yesterday.
Dispatch Dan on Twitch says, Sean is just doing concerts long. You got to go VIP at our ages. That's what makes long concerts worth it.
You're doing concerts wrong.
Oh, okay. I'm doing it wrong.
Long and wrong.
Leave general admission to the plebs. It's not even about where I'm sitting necessarily. Although I'll say if I'm in the box for 4 hours.
What's in the box?
I'm fine with that. That's okay. Because
that's comfortable.
If Garth Brooks bores me with the 11th new verse on Friends in Low Places, I can just go eat some of the chicken fingers in the back of the box.
You sound fun to concert with. I mean,
we had a nice time.
Oh, hang on. I have a good time for 2 hours, and then if I get a little bit wary of the jams after that and I want something new, that's not a good time. I'm Mr. Good Time, okay? I am Mr. Good Time. And I know when enough is enough. And sometimes you just get to a point where it's like, okay, we've done it here.
All right. So Lionel Richie, he played in Jacksonville.
What was the opener?
A couple days ago.
What was his first song?
Hello.
Okay, that's a good one.
Yeah, that's why. I mean, it seems like the perfect opener.
I like
Hello.
it. That's a keeper. Let's keep that there.
Then you can leave.
But it says that
see you later.
The show he got on at 9:10.
Yeah.
And he was done at 10:45. Less than 2 hours.
Oh, that's not bad.
Okay, that's good. That's good. I'm fine with that. I'm fine.
And he played his usual set list of 17 songs plus a 1-song encore.
All right, give me those songs. Number one was Hello.
Hello.
What's next?
Running with the Night.
We can get rid of that. We can axe that. Running with it.
Easy / My Love.
Gotta
That's
keep
good.
that.
Yeah, we'll keep that. That's a winner.
Penny Lover. I don't know that one very well. Stuck on You.
No. I think I know that one. Stuck on You. I don't know.
Yeah, it's a. I think.
Isn't it? She's a petty lover.
That's Phil Collins' Easy Lover.
She's a penny lover.
She's got a whole pocket full of change, yeah.
Oh, Stuck on You, you know. Stuck on You. Got this feeling down deep in my soul.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, keep it. Keep it.
Way. All right, there we got that.
That's a keeper. That's beautiful.
Then Sail On, that's Commodores. You Are Dancing on the Ceiling at number 8. 3 Times a Lady. And then
that's good.
Yeah.
And he does a thing that I think you'll like, Sean, because you like these things to be sort of condensed.
Mm-hmm.
He does like a 3-song medley of Fancy Dancer, Sweet Love, and Lady.
Okay.
Then Just to Be Close to You. I think is that Why Do Birds Suddenly Appear? Is that something different?
We can Control-Alt-Delete that
Zoom.
one.
You're going to reset the concert?
Yeah.
You want to Shift-Delete it so it skips the recycle bin.
Yeah.
This is a nerdy argument.
That one. It just doesn't need to be there. Sometimes on the set list, there's a couple of jams. Like anything where you have to bring out bongos or maracas, toss it. You don't need that. Here's what I definitely don't need, and I know this is going to ruffle some feathers out there on a Tuesday holiday week, day after Memorial Day. Drum solos got to go. No one cares. Literally no one cares. It's stupid. It all sounds the same.
It really depends on what band is doing the drum solo and what drummer is doing the solo. If Lionel Richie's band has a drum solo, that's because these old people need to pee.
Yeah, probably.
I mean, that's like or if in the middle of the concert, it's just like a Lionel and one piano and the rest of the band F's off for a second. That's a programmed bathroom break. If you're going to watch a band that's got an exceptional drummer, drum solo can be a little bit more.
But aren't we just all putting up with the drum solo? Like the guitar solo, John Mayer plays with the Grateful Dead, and John Mayer is a fabulous guitar player.
Mm-hmm.
It goes C Lane and then John Mayer.
Oh, thank you.
I've always said that.
That's flattering.
Uh-huh. And John Mayer is fantastic. And then when he's playing, he's got his headphones on. He's playing with the Grateful Dead. He's playing a great solo. It's like, that's cool. But when the drummer does it, it's like, you can only make so many noises. And
that's why they put Tommy Lee upside down.
Why would you talk
Tommy
over
Lee,
that? Why the hell?
Sorry.
I almost cursed at you. Why the hell would you talk over that? He was doing so
I'm
good.
I'm so sorry.
It's so stupid. It all sounds the same, and we're like, and at first, we're like, okay, let's give the drummer their time, because drums are super hard and drummers are awesome, right? But the drum solo, I don't know if we need it. I think we should just be like, hey guys, we couldn't be rocking out like this if it weren't for the drummers, because the drummers are probably the most key part of the band beside the singer. But when they go off on their solos, it's like, okay, 4 minutes in. I'm impressed. I can't do it myself. But I don't know if we need to do this at all. I don't know if that's a necessary thing. Tips at thenewsjunkie.com. We just went on for 14 minutes about concerts being too long.
That was your drum solo.
That was my 14-minute drum solo, yeah. Tips at thenewsjunkie.com. David emails. Happy Share the Show Tuesday, News Junkie team. I just wanted to take a moment and thank you guys. I've been fortunate to have a job that enables me to listen on a daily basis. Every day I have you all dialed in. Some days I'm proud to have you blasting on my speakers, and some days I cringe. For example, when Sabrina blurted out that Sean has a boy who lives under his stairs and that he pays with his butt, LOL. He said, you're also the reason that every time I hear Japan, pausing for the Trump clip, I habitually yell Japan in Trump's accent.
Nice.
Lastly, I just wanted to finish by saying I share the show not only on Tuesday, but every day. My boss claims he doesn't enjoy the show. Son of a bitch. Did he hear all that stuff about concerts being too long? Because I think we roped him back in.
He's on board now.
But anytime Sean has a hot take or viewpoint, he is fully engaged. That's because he understands the gravity of these discussions, sir. He also loves Fritz in the Street and plays along. I'm pretty sure he likes the show. He just won't admit to it because I do. Anyway, I hope you all had a great Memorial Day weekend. Or Memorial Weekend, he says. Your friend on the other side of the airwaves, Decon, a.k.a. the guy who accidentally made that anti-Semitic dispatch one time.
Oh.
It's a weird
Decon, brother. We did not know that. We don't hear Decon and go, ooh.
You don't have to be that guy.
Now we know.
Yeah, like you're the one who pointed that out. You kind of made it weird there. All right. When we come back, we'll get to those stories that I teased. This Trump trial, which is ongoing. We may get a verdict as soon as this week. That's going to be a wild time. A mom criticized for her daughter's name, but is the name really that bad? We'll find out along with your dispatches. That's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real Radio is the Jim Colbert Show, where we air it and bear it. The Jim Colbert Show. Weekdays at 3 on Real Radio 104.1.
Travel with caution and expect a bit of delays here. Authorities are clearing up an accident on I-4 eastbound near Osceola Parkway. The right lane is blocked. Traffic is backed up from World Drive. There's congestion on the beach line eastbound between Florida's Turnpike and Sand Lake Road. Off-ramp back up from the Greenway southbound to Colonial Drive. If you see traffic troubles, call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Mattress Firm. Mattress Firm's Memorial Day sale is here. Get a Sleepy's Queen mattress at the lowest price ever, just $89.99. This deal ends Tuesday, so don't wait. Visit Mattress Firm and save over 60%. In-store pickup only while supplies last. Find your nearest one today.
My wife and I we ended up mildly sick for a few months, and the nasal congestion was probably the worst part. I had like a post-nasal drip, just super congested all the time. We were taking everything we possibly could, but nothing really worked.
Kyrie was miserable until a friend recommended Navage. Navage offers immediate drug-free congestion relief, flushing your nasal passages with refreshing saline and sucking out mucus, germs, and other airborne irritants. Don't live in misery this cold season. Use Navage so you can breathe easier, sleep better, and feel your best right away.
The biggest thing Navage has done has completely cleaned out my nasal passages. It was from the first use. I was able to just clear out anything that was stopping me from breathing correctly. Navage helps me clear the way, literally clear the way for me to operate better in the rest of my life.
Experience the Navage difference yourself. Navage is available at Navage.com or at Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, and Rite Aid. Navage, N-A-V-A-G-E.
I'm Dan Morgan. One question many people wonder is, does the law firm I hire for my injury case matter? Of course it does. At Morgan & Morgan, we've invested millions into making sure your experience from first call to your settlement is so easy. You can literally start your case right from your couch in just a few clicks. You'll also be able to text your case staff and lawyer anytime you need. We're America's largest injury law firm for a reason. Injured? The choice is easy.
Did you know your life insurance is an asset you can sell? I'm Jay Jackson, CEO of Abacus Life. For almost 20 years, Abacus has been purchasing life insurance policies from seniors just like you. And at abacuspays.com, we've created a free policy value calculator so you can find out the worth of your policy in just seconds. There are no fees and no obligations. Get real value from your life insurance when you need it with Abacus. Learn more at abacuspays.com.
When you call me for an injury case, you don't pay a dime unless we win. The call and the advice are always free. Injured on the go, just call Mo. 866-CALL-MO. Mo DeWitt, Orlando's injury attorneys.
The number one cause of accidents is distracted driving, like cell phones, eating, and playing with the radio. So leave it right here on Real Radio. Injured on the go? Just call Mo.com. Mo DeWitt, Orlando's injury attorney.
Now, it's your time to make more money and be your own boss. Come to the Franchise Show on June 8th and 9th at the Orange County Convention Center to meet with the best money-making franchises. Learn how you can open a successful business. This life-changing event is your only chance to see all the hottest money-making opportunities in one place. Find the perfect business for you at the Franchise Show, presented by the Entrepreneur's Source. June 8th and 9th, the Orange County Convention Center. Get tickets at FloridaFranchiseShow.com.
I love playing pranks on my sister, and this deal going on at McDonald's is my chance to take the lead. Enjoy any 2 items for $3.79. From the iconic McDouble, the McChicken, a 4-piece chicken McNuggets, small fries, to even a small soft drink. I'm gonna pair my McDouble with her small fries, but secretly pull her fries out of the bag. She won't even notice. Hey, where'd the fries go? Sounds like my prank just got fried. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Prices and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer or combo meal. Single item at regular price.
What's better than air conditioning? A portable air conditioner you can take anywhere. Enter McDonald's frozen drinks. I call them air cup-ditioners. Air cup-ditioners come in all my fave flavors, like frozen Coke, frozen Fanta Blue Raspberry, and frozen Sprite Limonade. And they're incredibly cost-effective. Any size is just $1.49 after breakfast hours. My air cup-ditioner is on full blast. There are drinks. And there are drinks from McDonald's. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Prices and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer or combo meal. Coca-Cola, Fanta, Sprite, and Limonade are registered trademarks of the Coca-Cola Company.
When you use Bounce dryer sheets and your clothes look amazing, it's the sheet. Less static in your life? Yeah, it's the sheet. Smelling fresher than ever? It's the sheet. Oh, so soft fabric? Ooh la la. It's the sheet. Less wrinkles on your clothes? You know it's the sheet. Bounce dryer sheets. More freshness, more softness. Less static, less wrinkles. It's the sheet.
Between the lines,
far beyond legal and ethical limits,
and under the surface,
too dangerous or disruptive to the existing status quo.
Hosts Ben Bolin, Matt Frederick, and Noel Brown introduce you to the world of stuff they don't want you to know.
We've officially entered the age of biohacking.
History is riddled with unexplained events.
Is somebody messing with us?
Now it's time for some answers.
Take us to the edge of the rabbit hole. We'll do the rest.
Listen to Stuff They Don't Want You to Know on America's #1 podcast network, iHeart. Open your free iHeart app and search Stuff They Don't Want You to Know and start listening.
Do you have AC needs? Turn to the experts at Carrier. Go to millsair.com.
Three best friends diving into the deep end of internet culture.
Rip Bill Walton, who seemed like a cool cat. He seemed like a real cool guy. Bill Walton, the basketball legend, dying at 71 years old this weekend. I think cancer. I'm not positive on that. He was always like a sort of a counterculture figure. He was one of these people, and I got to tell you, I'm not super into it, but everybody who's into this seems happier than the rest of us. The Grateful Dead. He was a big fan of the Grateful Dead, Bill Walton was. Always rocking their shirts and their merch. And whilst I've always appreciated the Grateful Dead in some way, my first knowledge of the Grateful Dead was when I was 12 years old, and I was in Vermont, and they were playing a concert in Burlington. And it got so out of control that a man who identified himself as Jesus was arrested walking naked along the interstate after the show.
All right.
And I read it in the newspaper the day after, and I was like, wow, these guys really know how to party. And this is an interesting phenomenon here. Never been into Grateful Dead as far as music goes. I don't know why. Like my only attachment really is like Scarlet Begonias, which is just because of Sublime. I like
That's
that
a good
song.
cover.
It is very good. And what is it? Shades of Grey? Is that another?
Touch of Grey.
Touch of Grey. That song's pretty good.
That's one of their shorter ones.
Yeah, and I don't even know if they would play that at a live show because Deadheads are so into it.
Yeah, you hate long concerts. You don't want to go to that.
No, you'll be out for a while.
No, but also like a Deadheads would be the type that like Touch of Grey, I think, was one of their most commercially successful songs. Like got a lot of radio airplay.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, and anytime the thing that's yours gets out to the mainstream, they don't like the song.
Like, don't play that one. That's no good. But Bill Walton was very much into that. He was very based on homelessness and the homeless crisis, and the inaction on that with just dodging hobos all around his city on his bike and stuff. Just seemed like a pretty cool guy. Unfortunately, He is dead at 71 years old, and that's that for him. He played for the San Diego Clippers, 1979 and 1984. That was, friends, I think, back in the day when they wore the short shorts in basketball.
Yeah, buddy.
They don't do that anymore, right? They got the longer shorts going. Are they gone back? Do they go shorter these days?
They're not nearly that short.
Yeah, it used to be quite a lot of thigh that was on display during those basketball outings. My favorite type of basketball, unfortunately, isn't played anymore due to various reasons, but the celebrity basketball tournaments on MTV, where they had the baskets above the baskets, you know? They had like a little peach basket way up in the air, and if you put it through that, you get like 50 points or something. That was basketball on fire to me, but nobody ever really caught on to it, I guess. A mom is being slammed online all over the social medias because of what she named her daughter.
Facebook,
oh, my
Instagram,
God.
Twitter, y'all see this?
And I don't think it's that bad.
Okay.
I'll let you guys pass judgment here, okay? It's a lot of weird names out there.
As the person who has most recently named somebody, I can probably chime in here.
It's true. You should weigh in on this. But this mother has been slammed online after asking people for help over her daughter being bullied. She said, how can I stop this? What can I do about this? She said the choice of name for her daughter is leading to these issues at school. And she revealed the name. She said, my 7-year-old's name is Blazy, Blayzee. And she's been coming home from school and saying kids are making fun of her name. She even said her best friend and her mother must have been, she even said her best friend said her mother must have been young when I named her. And they're teasing her about this. Blayzee. Blazy is not even that bad.
Is that pronounced Blazy or Blaze?
It might be Blaze.
No, if there's two E's. If it's spelled Blayzee, it's Blazy.
Blazy is what I'm going to go with because of the extra E. But I would have died at 7 years old to be called Blazy. Are you kidding me?
You got to be cool.
Oh, thank you.
All right, sorry. Listen, if your name is Blazy, you better be the bully and not the one being bullied. Like you got to take over. You got to take initiative.
But it's not even that bad. I mean, there's so many bad names out there, and then unfortunate names. Like, who was the actor that got killed by the robbers in Los Angeles this weekend? They were trying to steal his catalytic converter.
Oh, I just saw that story.
I think his name was like Scractor, and he's an actor. And I was like,
Scractor the actor? Maybe that's why he got into scracting or acting. Damn it.
Johnny Wachter.
Johnny Wachter. Johnny Wachter, the actor.
Damn near killed her.
It's terrible story, obviously.
Yeah,
very, very tough and sad and all that stuff. But Johnny Wachter, the actor, it ends up being something that people could probably make fun of and would say fun. Blazy's not so bad. I wouldn't think that would be super bad.
Now, if Johnny Wachter killed his wife, that would be just like
Wachter.
Like the tea leaves were there.
Yeah, it was all ripe for the taking.
All the
I think.
signs.
But Blazy wouldn't nearly be as bad as like just some super old person name. Like, what's the oldest name you can think of?
Ruth.
Like old person. Ruth.
Ruth.
Ruth sucks. Ruth. I'm sorry, Ruth. If you're out there listening, I apologize. Those names to me would be worse rather. Like Ernest. If you're a little kid right now,
you could vibe with Ernie. I think
Ernie is worse than Blazy. Blazy, I'd be like, give it to me. I'm down with this. I'm okay with this.
Blazy, give it to him.
No, it's 7, man. Come on. Weird. Blazy is a fine name. It's not a traditional name, but I don't know why people get uptight about names anyways. It's like a lot of these weirdos who will be like, oh, you name your kid this and their life is going to suck.
Theodore.
You can name your kid whatever you want, and if your kid is super talented, their name doesn't matter anything. You can name your kid Poop, and if your kid is a piano prodigy, they'll be like, have you heard the new Poop album? It's fantastic. It's like really, really good. I think that kid would be
all of a sudden the rapper Lil Poop is like sending the lawyers your way.
Cease and desist. Blazy is getting bullied at school though, so some advice is warranted in that case.
I think it's a stupid name.
You're the name guy. It's not as good as Jackson. It's not as strong a name as Jackson as your son. but I wouldn't.
I'd be curious what Blazy's middle name is.
I don't know. It doesn't say Blazy Boy. I don't know. It doesn't say in the story, but I've just heard so many worse names. I've heard way worse names than this. And I don't think Blazy is, especially in like high school, would be like, that kid's name is Blazy. Yeah, her name's Blazy. That's cool. I like that. I think I could get down with it. Max used to be the name I was always envious of when I was a kid. I knew a kid named Max, and I was like, God damn it.
Why? Because the X was in there?
I just thought if I was Max Wasson, I'd be 3 times as cool. Just in the name itself, people would go, Max Wasson is having a house party? Yeah, I don't even know who he is. We're going.
That sounds like you'd be jumping dirt bikes instead of doing radio right now.
Yes. I would know how to do some sort of trick on a skateboard.
Would you rather be Maximus or just Max?
Just Max.
That's it.
Max with 2 X's. M-A-X-X. Max Wasson.
You lost me.
Why? That's so cool. That is a statement piece right there. Ladies and gentlemen, Max Wasson. And you're like, whatever's next is going to be good. I'm excited about this. Ladies and gentlemen, Sean Wasson. Boo. Hey, what are we getting here? A little lecture on something stupid about how bands play for too long on stage? What follows is not good.
You could have been so much more.
Oh, I could have. I was robbed by my parents, unfortunately. All right, let's go over to you. Let's hear from your dispatches and see what's happening in your world. Here is TX talking about drum solos.
Please, C-Lane, if you have a chance. But at 12:14, right about the last 45 seconds of that minute, that's where you get a... That's just added to the extended version of Sean's drummer solo.
I thought it was pretty on point.
Wiggle, pop out. Whee!
I thought I nailed it, actually.
I like how the guy really led me to exactly where that sound is.
Uh-huh. Well, I'm just glad you don't have it. All right.
Yeah.
My bad.
Thank God. Here is Tuck Frump talking about drum solos.
Sean, I absolutely agree about drum solos. And I've been playing drums live in original bands for almost 25 years now. And I don't want to hear a drum solo.
He's on board too. This is not an anti-drummer screed because I am impressed by drummers. To me, I can play guitar a little bit. I know how to play guitar. I know how to sing a couple tunes. I got 2 guitars in the studio here, and I could do it. But drums, the first time I got behind the drums, I was like, this is not for me. You gotta use one foot and go on every 1 and 3, hit this foot. And then on every 2 and 4, hit your arm here. And
the coordination is difficult.
Don't have it. I just don't have it. So I'm impressed by drummers, but drum solos are like, it's like a triangle solo. We're not getting a lot of variety out of the sounds that are emitting from this musical instrument you're playing.
Even when I was like the most into playing drums, I kind of shied away from any long soloing. Mm-hmm. Like if I got a good, measure long or so drum fill, that's fun. But the rest of it, come on, it's just it's going on for a little bit too long now.
Yeah, if you go, and that's it, that's okay. But if it's going on for 3 minutes is a lot of drums. That's a lot of drum hearing that we're going through. Here's DeLandman talking about my attitude.
So who peed into Sean's cornflakes this morning? Evidently, he's better than the Rolling Stones. He's Mr. Good Time.
Yeah, I'm Mr. Good Time.
What's up, bro? Everything okay? Anyway,
why does that mean I'm in a bad mood? If I'm in Mr. Good Time mood, that seems like a good mood. I'm over here on Mr. Good Time.
Depends on how you say it. When you're like, I'm Mr. Good Time. Listen to me.
Sounds bad that way.
Yeah.
All right, I'll
Guess
work
we'll just
on
take
it.
your word for it.
I'll see what I can do. Here's the saltpeter.
Hey, Sean needs one of those wrap it up buttons from the Chappelle show where when people were getting long-winded or whatever, they would just whip out the wrap it up button and he'd be like, wrap it up, B, and just smash it. I think Sean needs one of those.
No, they tried to.
We used to have the tuba for that.
Yeah, the tuba's not here. It's not going to slow me down. I'm sorry. Here's Justin with a dispatch.
So let me get this straight. Sex is supposed to be maxed to an hour. Movies, hour. Concerts, hour. We got to listen to you babble on for 4?
Yes.
Dude, what the hell?
Yeah, you do and you will. That's the thing, right? That's the real thing. Here's OMG, it's Price. This says, Sean, remember where you came from, which sounds like it's going to bring me back to earth here.
Hey, junkies. Price here.
First
Dispatch. Sean, man, hearing you clutch your pearls over rich baby daddy it was painful. It was painful. You are not old enough and uncool enough to be acting that way over
nice
a song like that. You grew up in the 90s in South Florida. You had 2 Live Crew and Uncle Luke and Splat Pack and all these rappers rapping about the nastiest stuff in the world. And you're telling me that Rich Baby Daddy's the filthiest song you've ever heard? Get the hell out of here, man. You gotta go back to your roots for a minute. Wiggles and pops.
I don't know if it's the filthiest song I've ever heard. And the thing, like the verse is encouraging people to dance along, and just the language that they're using.
Sometimes you gotta air it out, man.
Airing out stuff and shaking this and that this way. I could never listen to that song around my mom were she here with us today. I would be ashamed. I'd be like, this is too objectifying. My mom cannot hear this. Just like when I listened to 2 Live Crew, I listened to it in secret. I didn't listen to that around anybody. I would just go away, like with my friend, and we would listen to it together. We'd listen to the F Shop. That was a good jam. And then I think I've told this story, but his mom came outside. My friend Casey, I think was his name, and we were listening to 2 Live Crew, and F Shop was on, and we didn't want his mom to know we were listening to a dirty song. So when they were singing F Shop in the chorus, we started singing Pork Chop really loud over it.
Oh, wow. Cool guy alert.
To disguise it so that she wouldn't be the wiser, and she didn't find out. She didn't know. We got away with that somehow.
It's so funny that you did that as the kid in this to try and throw off the parents, because I had a situation in which I was in the backseat of a car and the parents tried to do that same thing to throw us off, so we wouldn't know. But I think I knew the words to the song already, and it was a classic James Buffett song, "Why Don't We Get Drunk?"
And screw.
And the parents would like loudly sing "and shoe." Yeah.
It's not even a good replacement word.
Well, they didn't need to be creative. They just needed to not. They needed us to not hear "screw."
Oh, God. All right, when we come back, the next episode is going down. We'll find out what's happening in the world of entertainment and beyond, and we'll get to more of you. We'll get to the Trump trial thing. We'll get to what's happening with Denver police. It's all on the way. It's a busy Share the Show Tuesday, and it's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Coming up tonight on Real Radio at 7, it's a corporate time with Tom and Dan. Brought to you by Gringos Locos and Modern Plumbing Industries. At 9 p.m., it's Real Laughs with comedians James, Miguel, Ken, and Mike. And Real Music starts tonight at 10 on Real Radio 104.1.
From the Cool Today Weather Center, cooltoday.com.
Hey there, Central Florida. I'm Fox 35 Storm Team Meteorologist Jessica Dobson with a check of your forecast for the rest of our Tuesday. And for today, it's going to be another hot and muggy day with afternoon temperatures climbing into the mid-90s with a high of 94 degrees today in Orlando. We're also going to be tracking the potential of a few showers and thunderstorms. These will be very hit and miss and pretty spotty. They won't last all afternoon. And then as we head into the rest of the week, temperatures will remain on the hot side in the mid-90s for highs. From the Fox 35 Storm Team, I'm meteorologist Jessica Dobson.
This report is sponsored by Mattress Firm. Mattress Firm's Memorial Day sale is here. Get a Sleepy's Queen mattress at the lowest price ever, just $89.99. This deal ends Tuesday, so don't wait. Visit Mattress Firm and save over 60%. In-store pickup only while supplies last. Find your nearest one today.
Are you paying too much for term life insurance? There's a tremendous price war in term life. Industry rates have dropped dramatically in the past few years. For example, a man aged 45, non-smoker, can get $1 million of coverage for $75 per month, level rate for 10 years. Or a man aged 50, non-smoker, can obtain $500,000 of coverage for a monthly premium of $110, level rate for 20 years. That's right, guaranteed level rate for 20 years. If you're a smoker, we have great rates available for you as well. At Term Busters, we specialize in policies of $500,000 and above. If you're looking for new or replacement term life insurance, call for a free quote today. 800-200-2250. That's 800-200-2250. Don't wait. Call 800-200-2250. 800-200-2250. Sample rate quotes based on preferred non-smoker rate class. Exam required to qualify.
In this week's Marketers Report, we hear about the importance of local radio from Allison Griffin, Head of Marketing at State Farm.
iHeart has such a broad broadcast reach that is local, and for us to be able to touch customers with a local feel but at a national scale is so efficient and important for us.
As the #1 audio company, iHeartMedia gives marketers access to the audiences, trusted influencers, and data you need to grow. If you're a marketer, go to iHeartResults.com.
Hi, this is Earl Ron. New South makes windows that are both energy efficient and hurricane resistant. New South is the factory and eliminates the middleman. New South windows are made in Florida for Florida homes by Florida workers because we know Florida weather.
Going on now, save 35% off factory direct windows and doors. Call 1-800-NEW-WINDOWS.
I'm Mark Anajar. I'm Glenn Levine. I'm Ellie Anajar. And we're Anajar and Levine. Experience the Anajar and Levine difference by calling us with any of your legal needs. Call 1-800-747-FREE for a free consultation and take back control of your life. In Office Orlando.
My friends swim no matter the season, but my moderate to severe plaque psoriasis can sometimes take me out of the moment. Now, thanks to Skyrizi and clear skin, count me in. With Skyrizi, Risankizumab Riza, a prescription-only 150 milligram injection for adults who are candidates for systemic or phototherapy. 3 out of 4 people achieve 90% clear skin at 4 months.
Don't use if allergic to Skyrizi. Serious allergic reactions and an increased risk of infections or a lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check for infection and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor if you have an infection or symptoms such as fever, sweats, chills, muscle aches, or cough, or if you plan to or recently received a vaccine.
Thanks to Skyrizi, there's nothing on my skin, and that means everything. Ask your doctor today about Skyrizi, the #1 dermatologist-prescribed biologic in psoriasis, and visit skyrizi.com or call 1-866-SKYRIZI to learn more.
Need to hire? You need Indeed. Their end-to-end solution helps you attract, interview, and hire candidates all year round. Schedule and conduct virtual interviews right from your Indeed dashboard. Learn more by visiting Indeed.com/credit.
Hey, if you're listening to me right now, I have one thing every business needs most: attention. Think about it. We swipe and scroll past stuff all day, but when we're driving, cooking, working out, we're also listening. That's the magic of audio at iHeart. We're in your next customer's ears while they're living life and listening, just like you are right now. So get your customers to listen up today using radio, digital, and podcasts. Call 844-ADD-HELP-5. That's 844-ADD-HELP-5.
Last season, millions tuned into the Betrayal podcast to hear a shocking story of deception. I'm Andrea Gunning, and now we're sharing an all-new story of betrayal. Justin Rutherford. Doctor, father, family man. It was the perfect cover to hide behind.
I was just like, what in the world is going on?
Listen to Betrayal on America's #1 podcast network, iHeart. Open your free iHeart app and search Betrayal and start listening.
The free iHeart app has over 100 commercial-free stations like Real Fun Beach Radio. Real Fun Beach Radio gives you that toes in the sand beach music vibe 24/7. Just open the app, search Real Fun Beach Radio, and start listening. iHeart Radio. Free never sounded so good.
When life spells heartburn, how do you spell relief? ROLAIDS.
What about when life spells fried chicken?
ROLAIDS.
Fourth cup of coffee?
Still ROLAIDS.
Extra cheesy pizza?
Rolaids always spells relief. Rolaids' powerful dual-active formula begins neutralizing acid on contact to fight your heartburn fast. So, when life spells heartburn, Rolaids spells relief. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
Real Radio is on Facebook at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Have you been in an accident? Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Filling you in on the shocking details. Just try not to pass out. This is
in the world of entertainment and beyond. And thank you for hanging out with us on a Share the Show Tuesday. We appreciate you. And if you miss any of the show today, you can always catch up with the podcast. It's available over at thenewsjunkie.com. On the website, you can create a free account, send us dispatches, learn about uncensored secret shows, including the one that just dropped this weekend, and so much more. So go to that when you get the opportunity over at thenewsjunkie.com.
And this week's will be better because Josh is drinking again.
It's true.
He's relapsed.
I'll be funnier now.
Thank God.
About time.
All right, let's get into it. Let's do the next episode.
Because there's a lot on TV. You can't possibly keep up with all of it, even though you should, because what else are you going to talk about? Nothing. Weather's nice. It's time for the next episode with
me. Woo! Next episode brought to you by that mortgage guy, Dawn. Yes.
Yes, that mortgage guy, Don, he can help you out when you are ready to make the big jump into home ownership, or if you just need to refinance or do various other things with loans. That mortgage guy, Don, is your guy. Go over to the website. You can hear all his Home Loans Radio shows and learn a bit about how the whole process works, or just pick up the phone and call the man yourself. All the information that you need is at thatmortgagguydon.com.
Don't miss the book and pay a quote with thatmortgagguydon.com.
Thank you. Starting right off, this guy right here.
Oh, Jelly Roll.
That's the one. Very popular, this fella.
I like him.
He says weed is the best aid to keep him sober.
Wow.
Which I believe makes him what they call California sober.
I believe that's what that's called. Is there a version of that if you just do mushrooms?
I think that's Oregon sober.
The only thing I will swear by is, folks, the science is there. There are gummies that they make now. If you have a problem sleeping, that are just a godsend. I mean, you don't even feel like you're stoned or anything. You just go a little escort off to Night Land, and it's so gentle, and you wake up, you feel totally normal. Oh, man, are they good.
There you go. Jelly Roll definitely knows how that feels, because without his marijuanas, he would go back to the harder stuff in a heartbeat. In his recent interview with Taste of Country, of all periodicals, he admits he smokes weed to stay away from other drugs he's used in the past. He says, I think a world without weed, Jelly Roll's drinking codeine and popping Xanax and snorting cocaine again. But a world with weed, I'll be all right.
Oh, I don't know. Jelly Roll doesn't strike me as the guy who's doing too much cocaine.
Not anymore.
Yeah, he's a large man.
Now he goes in front of Congress and talks about fentanyl and stuff.
Do you think if there's a picture of Jelly Roll in his cocaine days, it's a much different picture?
Deflated Jelly Roll. Just really
jelly smear.
Just strung out. I like it, though, kind of.
Nice guy. Anyway, this gentleman, Mike Tyson, had an in-flight medical emergency today, or yesterday, I guess. Saturday, actually, if you believe that.
So the day is really moving here.
I know. It went back 3 whole days. Saturday, he was on a flight from Miami to L.A. when he started feeling sick. The American Airlines flight was almost at LAX, but the boxer was in so much pain. Flight attendants asked if there was anyone on board to help him, and paramedics were able to board the plane when they reached LAX and treated him on the spot.
Is this the flight to the Jake Paul fight?
No. That's in July.
Guys. I don't know if this is a good idea.
I'm really nervous. I don't want to hurt him too bad.
Can you imagine if you didn't know he was there and you're sat in the back of the plane and they're like, are there any medical professionals on board? And they bring you up front and you're like, Mike Tyson?
He's like, my ulcer's flaring up.
Okay,
please help. Yeah, he became nauseous and dizzy due to an ulcer flare-up 30 minutes before landing. Apparently, according to his rep, he's doing great now, and Jake Paul is shutting down online chatter, saying that the fight's going to be called off because of his medical issues.
Yeah, it just
so I guess it's still on.
Mm-hmm.
Does that mean Jake Paul should just try to hit him in the stomach,
repeatedly in the ulcer? That might be his best bet.
Worth a shot.
This gal right here.
Megan Thee Stallion.
No.
Sweetie.
No.
Let me kill Kim.
No.
Nicki Minaj.
There you go. Nicki Minaj threatens to fire her tour DJ.
Oh, I saw this. This was funny.
Because there's a picture of him. This DJ's name is DJ Boof, by the way.
Yeah.
There's a picture.
Isn't that where you stick drugs?
Yeah. DJ Boof be boofing it. He has a picture of himself signing a fan's boobs with a big old grin on his face. I don't think I do, but if someone can prove me wrong, you can send that on over.
I'm trying to find the photo.
Of you signing a fan's boobs?
No.
Of DJ
Boof. Of Boof doing this thing.
He said he'd finally hit famous status because people wanted his John Hancock on their boobs. And Nicki said...
They didn't say John Han.
John Han. I get it. Nicki said, I promise I'll fire him if I ever see this again. DF, which I think means DF.
Yeah.
In Nicki Minaj speak.
Yeah. Thank you for the translation.
You're welcome. That's what I'm here for.
Appreciate
it. PETA.
Why would Nicki Minaj care if DJ Boof was signing boobs?
I don't know. Maybe she's messing
She's going to
around.
fire him if she ever sees him sign a fan's boobs again?
Yeah. She said,
what did he do wrong?
He's upstaging her.
The fans want boob signage.
They
so he's
don't
giving
want
them
her.
boob
Well, Nicki
signage.
Minaj ain't going to do it.
No.
Apparently not. DJ Boof is your man. PETA,
Also, baby signing is above boob signing in my book.
That's a pretty big deal.
Yeah, like I would like to sign Jackson if possible at any point in time.
Me too.
You just lost yourself an invite to the next party.
Damn it, man!
Guess we can't sign
Trying
the
to
baby.
write on my kid?
He'd be worth more.
Yeah,
He's worth plenty. He's worth a lot to me.
And
you ever think
that's
about
all
selling
that matters.
them? Put him on the open market, a little eBay for Jackson. That would work.
PETA is asking Stormy Horseface Daniels to star in their anti-horse racing PSA with a Trump jab. This comes ahead of a Belmont Stakes and the verdict, actually, which is a horse race coming up involving. They want her to say, "Nobody likes a 2-minute ride. Turn your back on horse racing cruelty," in reference to her saying Trump only lasted 2 minutes.
Oh, got him. Damn.
Yeah. Thank you, people, for the ethical treatment of animals. Doing the Lord's work. This guy.
Oh, Sean Kingston.
There you go. He's in
Which
trouble.
version? Hold on. Which version is it going to be?
Suicidal?
Out there, Ridge.
Oh, sewer slidle, am I right? He extradited from California still.
Extradited to where?
Florida. Of
Oh.
all places, if you can believe that.
Is it still called extraditing if they do it within the United States?
Sure.
It sounds like
Maybe intraditing.
Yeah.
But that sounds wrong. And then finally, something from this movie is up for sale.
Home Alone.
Oh, Home Alone, yeah.
The Home Alone house is on the market for, you want to guess how much it could be yours.
The house that looks nothing like it inside.
But outside, it's the Home Alone house. Does it come with that little bronze statue that the pizza guy keeps running into?
The lawn jockey?
Yeah.
I don't think you're allowed to have those anymore.
That's a big house. That's a big house.
Yeah. I think it was also in Planes, Trains, and Automobiles.
Was it? $3 million.
6.5 million.
It comes in at a cool $5.25 million.
Ooh, I'll take the point.
Yeah, buddy. Of course, probably way cheaper back when Peter and Kate McAllister bought it in the late 80s. Coming up on the Boob Tube tonight, America's Got Talent on NBC, Beat Shazam on Fox, The Quiz with Balls on Fox, Police 24/7 on the CW, and Vanderpump Rules on Bravo, where Ariana breaks her no contact rule with Sandoval, leaving both in tears. And that's your next episode.
Oh, that's going to be a big
for
one
today, baby. Yeah, next episode. Oh, whatever.
The perfect ending. All right.
I did it.
Quick break. When we come back, we'll get caught up with the teases that I have not paid off just yet, and we'll also hear from you, your dispatches, in a big band and a big controversy. What's happening? That's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real radio.
94.1.
From the Goldsmith Jewelry Shop Traffic Center. Shop the best quality jewelry and lowest price. GoldsmithJewelry.com.
Heading through the city this afternoon on I-4, there's delays between Princeton Street and Robinson Street heading westbound there. Slowdowns on Florida's Turnpike northbound between County Road 561 and approaching US 27. You could expect your regular delays on I-4, and authorities are clearing up an accident off to the shoulder now on I-4 eastbound near Osceola Parkway. Travel with caution through there. See traffic troubles, call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Morgan & Morgan Injury Law Firm.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. For over 35 years, we've grown by offering our clients more offices, more lawyers, and recovering more than $20 billion. Injured? The choice is easy. Morgan & Morgan. Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
San Jose's original Mexican restaurant is now open in Altamont. Visit sanjosesoriginal.com.
Do you have a life insurance policy of $100,000 or more that you don't need? Well, don't lapse or surrender your policy. You might be sitting on a gold mine. That's right. You may be able to sell all or part of your life insurance policy to Coventry for cash, or a combination of cash and coverage with no future premiums, even a term policy. Call Coventry Direct at 800-411-8300 or visit CoventryDirect.com to find out if you're sitting on a gold mine. That's 800-411-8300. For over 25 years, we've helped thousands of people sell their policies, and we can probably help you too. Call us today at 800-411-8300 or visit CoventryDirect.com to find out if you're sitting on a gold mine. That's 800-411-8300. Call now.
Hey, Russ Rollins here. Did you know Life Imaging FLA? They've been around for about a year now, a year of saving lives. And I say that, and it's all actually accurate. I have 4 friends who went to Life Imaging FLA, found out they had heart blockage they had no idea that they had, and it did save their lives. Dozens of listeners have told us the same story about finding out about cancer early and heart blockage. You can go and get this same scan done, and it will give you peace of mind, and also can let you know in advance if you have something that you need to take care of. Life Imaging FLA, they know that early detection of heart disease and cancer is a game changer when it comes to early treatment and the outcome. It's Life Imaging FLA. If you want to get that heart scan, pick up your phone, dial pound 250, say the words free heart scan, and with a few minimum requirements, this is a $699 value, and you can get that free heart scan like I did. It's Life Imaging FLA. Pick up your phone, dial pound 250, say the words free heart scan. You'll have the option to receive a one-time auto dial text message from iHeartMedia. Life Imaging FLA.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Today, we're the largest injury firm in the world, and I'm thankful to you for trusting us all these years. We'll always be here for the people, not the powerful. Injured? The choice is easy. Morgan & Morgan. Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
I love playing pranks on my sister, and this deal going on at McDonald's is my chance to take the lead. Enjoy any 2 items for $3.79. From the iconic McDouble, the McChicken, a 4-piece chicken McNuggets, small fries, to even a small soft drink. I'm gonna pair my McDouble with her small fries, but secretly pull her fries out of the bag. She won't even notice. Hey, where'd the fries go? Sounds like my prank just got fried. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Prices and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer or combo meal. Single item at regular price.
What's better than air conditioning? A portable air conditioner you can take anywhere. Enter McDonald's frozen drinks. I call them air cup-ditioners. Air cup-ditioners come in all my fave flavors, like frozen Coke, frozen Fanta Blue Raspberry, and frozen Bright Limonade. And they're incredibly cost-effective. Any size is just $1.49 after breakfast hours. My air cup-ditioner is on full blast. Air drinks. And they're drinks from McDonald's. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Prices and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer or combo meal. Coca-Cola, Fanta, Sprite, and Limonade are registered trademarks of the Coca-Cola Company.
I'm Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. I learned about atrial fibrillation the hard way. My symptoms would come and go. Shortness of breath, fatigue. I kept going. Then I got so lightheaded, I couldn't. My doctor said I have Afib, so I'm about 5 times more likely to have a stroke. Other symptoms, irregular heartbeat, heart racing, chest pain can come and go, but the risk of stroke stays. If you have symptoms, tell a doctor. Visit notimetowait.com.
Sponsored by Bristol Myers Squibb and Pfizer.
My wife and I both, we ended up mildly sick for a few months, and the nasal congestion was probably the worst part. I had like a post-nasal drip, just super congested all the time. We were taking everything we possibly could, but nothing really worked.
Kyrie was miserable until a friend recommended Navage. Navage offers immediate drug-free congestion relief, flushing your nasal passages with refreshing saline and sucking out mucus, germs, and other airborne irritants. Don't live in misery this cold season. Use Navage so you can breathe easier, sleep better, and feel your best right away.
The biggest thing Navage has done has completely cleaned out my nasal passages. It was from the first use. I was able to just clear out anything that was stopping me from breathing correctly. Navage helps me clear the way, literally clear the way, for me to operate better in the rest of my life.
Experience the Navage difference yourself. Navage is available at Navage.com or at Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, and Rite Aid. Navage, Navage.
Think identity theft won't happen to you? Think again. There's a new victim every 3 seconds in the U.S., over 15 million this year alone, and many don't even know they're victims. LifeLock alerts you to identity threats you could miss even when you monitor your credit. If your identity's stolen, a dedicated U.S.-based restoration specialist will work to fix it. No one can prevent all identity theft, but everyone can save up to 25% their first year with my name, Clay, as the promo code at LifeLock.com.
With 3 generations and over 45 years of Florida experience, Handyman Roofing knows storms and hurricanes. We know how to evaluate storm-damaged roofs and not cause more damage. Handyman Roofing has the expertise to get your roof done. Plus, easy financing in case your insurance company is dragging its feet. With multiple emergency response teams ready, Handyman Roofing will be by your side now when you need it the most.
Knows how to get things done. Count on Handyman Roofing to get it done. Handyman Roofing to get it done.
Do you have AC needs? Turn to the experts at Carrier. Go to millsair.com.
Broadcasting live from the injury law firm of Kaufman and Lind Studios. Why Kaufman and Lind? Find out at whenyounneedus.com or dial pound 546 on your cell phone. This is WTKS FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. Listen on your free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts.
Radio. 104.1.
The most viral newsroom on the planet is still humming along. This is
Those are coming up in a moment. Also coming up before too long will be the verdict in this Trump hush money trial, which will be interesting. Could be some explosions and some drama there. What's happening? Well, right now, the defense, the prosecution, they're doing their whole closing arguments thing, and then it'll go over to the jury, and the jury will make a decision, I guess. I think it already went to the judge for a direct verdict, but the judge deferred. So this will, I believe, will go to the jury. It says, starting Tuesday morning, prosecutors and defense lawyers, this is the AP, will have their final opportunity to address the jury, and closing arguments expected to last for much of the day, if not all of it. The arguments don't count as evidence in the case, charging Trump with falsifying business records to cover up hush money payments during the 2016 presidential election to a porn star who alleged she had a sexual encounter with him a decade earlier. They'll instead function as hours-long recaps of key points the lawyers want to leave jurors with before the panel disappears behind closed doors for deliberation. So there you go. They're going to argue about that back and forth. Which says defense closing is already finished. Prosecution starts at 2 p.m. So that might wrap up today, actually. And then it would be over to the jury. And then everybody would be bated breath waiting for a verdict here. I think that the jury would only determine whether there was guilt or not. And then I believe it would go to the judge for the punishment, at which point the judge could put a person who very likely could win the next presidential election in prison, or do it like a suspended sentence, or just various different things can happen there. But a lot of them have fireworks attached to them. It's going to be an interesting and maybe bumpy ride, but we'll go through it together.
I think it's going to be fun. I'm looking forward to this.
It's never happened before. Think about that. Never happened before. So we'll have some brand new things to explore as this rears its ugly head this week. So I think possibly, I think it would be a very good chance that before Friday, the jury would come back with some sort of decision there.
I think it would be fun if, because there's been all this talk about what putting a former president in prison would look like. I think you said at one point it could be a hotel, which that seems even weirder to me.
Yeah, they said they could designate that he's remanded to something like a hotel where Secret Service would be there, but it wasn't within the confines of a prison. There's all sorts of
that
weird
almost
things.
sounds like a sentence to good stuff. Like it's not a punishment. You're like, ooh, a hotel stay.
Yeah, it does. All right.
A little fun.
Get a little room
Did the room
service?
service turn off? There's only one channel, and it's all in Spanish. Sorry, President Trump. But I think it would almost be funny if they gave him a very small sentence, like just like a week in prison, so they'd still have to do all the annoying Secret Service stuff. But it's only for a couple days.
Sea-Witch says, based on the volume of documents and supporting evidence, I'd be shocked if it was not guilty, but you never know with the jury. It's a jury of New Yorkers. Of course they're going to find him guilty. There's like no outcome here where it's not guilty. It's only whether or not the judge decides to go nuclear and sentence him to actual prison time, or whether it's just an overall ploy, because that's what I believe this is. It's super political. If you don't, I think you have the biggest blinders on I've ever seen in my life. I'm not Trump's #1 fan over here, but I could see a political case from a mile away, and that's what we have here. But it's a way to be able to say convicted felon Trump, right? Because they trumped these charges up sorry for the pun. They trumped these charges were misdemeanors, and this is an incredibly rare thing. I don't even know if it's ever been done before. They tried to attach the charges that were misdemeanors to a second motive, and then enhanced it and made it a felony just so they could get to the level of felony. That was the whole intention here. Big Doug Millionaire says, well, I mean, he's actually guilty. Yeah, he probably did it, but who cares? I don't think if you care, that's fine, but I don't think the average American cares. In fact, I know they don't. I think I saw 60+% in one of the latest polls, 65 or something, said that they think these charges are political. That's why if it ends with like an actual prison term, which hopefully it won't for the sake of America, it could be bad because people will lose faith in the justice system. That's not a good thing. I know some of you get so triggered and worked up over this, but that's fine. You have to be hit in the face with reality sometimes. Not everything is like Trump bad, USA bad, America bad, all these different things. Sometimes it's a little more to it than that. Okay, we're going to go over to you and your dispatches. But first, Denver police are making a change. They said they're going to start deploying drones for 911 calls instead of cops. So you might call 911, say, hey, I need
That
some help.
should get stuff done.
To send out a drone.
Halt, citizen.
I don't know what the drone could do. I'm trying to think. The drone maybe could bring like some Narcan out. That might be handy. If you called 911 and you were like, well, my friend Sealand OD'd.
Wow.
And they said, oh, okay, we'll be there in a minute, Sean. And they showed up and I was like, this is a drone.
Imagine you're dead and you wake up with a drone in your face.
That would be a real rude awakening. But they're bringing the drones to the scenes.
Does it say what type of calls the drones would react to? Because, like you said, if it's bringing Narcan, which they're trying in Tampa, I think we talked about as deploying drones for this.
Yeah.
That's one thing, and it's a good thing if it's able, if it's successful.
Yeah, if it saves lives, why not? Like that.
But the only other thing a drone can really do besides deliver something is just surveil, and you can show the people what's going on. And if it's a crime that's being committed, how's it going to stop anything from happening?
No, it's just going to sit there helplessly.
Stun drone.
Yeah, unless you put a stun thing on it or a gun, dangle a gun from the drone, and you just like.
Well, somebody tried that once.
And like, I think the guy in the red shirt is the bad guy. All right, here we go. Yeah, we'll sort it out later. Now the department is planning on using a $100,000 grant from the Denver Police Foundation to start the program. Denver police plan to buy several drones with that money. Several drones with $100,000.
All right.
I hope so. I mean, What's like an industrial drone cost? They can't be anywhere near that. $100,000 is a lot of money. They plan to buy several drones with that money and begin their drone program within 6 to 12 months. Why does this stuff take so long? They go, you know what? We're going to start a drone program. Here's $100,000. Okay, we'll start this in 6 to 12 months. Josh could do that in a fortnight. You could give him $100,000 and he'd go, okay, I purchased drones and now I figure out a plan to use the drones and then we're good to go. Why does it take so long?
I can get 5 of these nice DJIs for $20,000 each.
Yeah, whoa, they got DJIs for $20,000.
Oh, yeah. You better believe it, buddy.
How big are they?
They're pretty sizable looking. I
You know
think that holds like a hefty kind of camera, I believe.
Yeah. Well, they're saying it's the future of law enforcement, whether we like it or not. Bobbity. Long-term scope. What we're trying to do is use drones as first responders, but it doesn't say like what cases they'll send those on. What I did see and what C-Lane should definitely see, although it's mayhem right now, it's pandemonium right now. But at a place called Disney Springs, they have started.
Yeah, I saw some pictures from over the weekend when they started this.
What did you think? Were you were unimpressed?
No, the picture that I saw from the actual show, I don't think I watched any video of it. Was pretty cool looking. However,
I saw the video of this, and I didn't. They did a lot of stuff that I didn't think you could do. There's like a lot of moving parts to it, right? And it's pretty impressive. There's a lot of drones involved,
but the videos or photos of the people just cramming into Disney Springs to watch it, that looked like nope soup right there. Just not want to be. Yeah.
Yeah, I saw the same thing, and I think they had like somebody had like a panic attack or something happen when people were leaving, so it caused more issues. It was bad. Bootsy Moonshine says that crowd was a nightmare. I was not previously into the drone show idea, but it's pretty impressive. The only weird thing about the drone show is when you're used to seeing shows, there's usually music blaring or fireworks going off, and it distracts you with like the loud sounds. But the drone show, if they don't put the music loud enough, you just hear the sound of like 800 drones or however many drones are in this show is loud. It's incredible.
Well, I kind of thought that, first of all, Disney's already had a drone show at Disney Springs. And it was fine. I don't know what was different about this one. Maybe just the effects were better and, you know, some of the content was different. Yeah. But I don't know why people were making such a big deal about this one. Now, I'm watching some of the video. It looks kind of cool.
It's kind of cool. Some of this stuff is really big. And I can't help but think if you have 800 drones in your drone show, that you must have like some drone glitches every now and then. Some of them go wayward or like die, or if something happens. And Courtney was like, how do they do all this? And I said, I'm pretty sure they just have software.
Yeah. It's all software. It's all it's sort of like a really high-tech version of what you do in like marching band, where there's just like there's different like scenes, and this is where you're supposed to be, and this is how you're supposed to get there, except they do it for 800 small autonomous flying vehicles.
Yeah, no, and I heard they're going to be doing some more, like maybe even for Universal as well. Tammy on YouTube says, when a Supreme Court justice flies flags to support the insurrection, who could have faith? Man, you are out there. You're over the deep end. I saw that story this weekend. I was like, this is the lamest thing I've seen people get upset about in a while. And I've seen people get upset about some pretty lame things.
Oh, Alito's flag.
Yeah, and they said the Washington Post had the story several years ago, but they didn't run the story about Supreme Court Justice Alito, who's definitely to the right, but I don't think, supporting the insurrection is bad necessarily. Maybe, who knows? But the idea that they didn't run this story because they knew it was about a run-in that Alito's wife had with a neighbor. They were like fighting with neighbors, and they were like using flags in their fight, which is the dumbest whitest thing I think I've ever heard.
Nerd.
Like, you're fighting with flags. You
I'll
losers.
show them.
I don't get it. But I thought
That's
that
like
was
a person that lives in my neighborhood with their flag. You know?
Oh, do they? The guy that I have in my neighborhood who works for the church has a big Trump flag that says, which is odd because my neighborhood is very progressive. There's like pride flags every 2 houses or so, and this guy had his Trump flag, and it was like drinking up all your liberal tears or whatever, something like that.
Oh, probably from the same outlet that sold my neighbor his F Your Feelings Trump flag.
But the flag is ruined now. It's in tatters. There's nothing left of it. You can't even read anything on the flag. There's like this much of the flag left, and the guy hasn't replaced it and put it up again. So I don't know. Maybe he had enough liberal tears.
Yeah,
and
maybe.
Yeah, he's good. He's settled. I don't know why that's a thing, but there you go. People fight with flags sometimes. That's a weird way to fight. I'm not necessarily into that. I think just battle it out with your fists, old school style. Put them up and get the fight done, and then move on with your life. Or I am getting to the point where I'm like, Mike Tyson should get on board with this. There's a level where you're just too old to fight. It's like embarrassing to fight at some point, Like I almost thought, I was like, oh no, we're going to have a scene here. We went to watch at Universal Studios the Jason Bourne show, which is pretty crazy. It's like
crazy good or just crazy?
Yeah, it's
Okay.
good. It's good. It's good. It's like big screens and like very I don't know. It's like in theater in the round kind of thing. It's a really good stunt show. And there was this French guy, strike one, next to Courtney. next to Courtney in the big theater that you go into. And this son of a bitch, like, I know people talk about man spreading and they'll go like, this guy had his legs the seats are right next to each other. And his leg was blocking like half of where Courtney was supposed to sit. And she looks over and she's like, oh my God, are you kidding me?
Was he a large person?
No, he was not even a large person. He's just like, he was making out with his girlfriend. He's sucking his girlfriend's face.
That is very French.
Man spreading, and then she says,
He just calls it
"Excuse me."
regular kissing.
True. She goes, excuse me. And he's like, oh, French stuff, whatever, s'il vous plaît or whatever. And didn't move, never moved. So we just moved to another row. Cucked move on my part. And I should have just fought him in the Jason Bourne thing.
Yeah, you let a French guy tell you what to do.
I did. Wow. How pathetic of me.
Sad.
Unbelievable. Les incompetents, says MFQ. Yeah, it was just obnoxious. And I said, maybe that's why they say the man spreading thing, because of guys like this. Normally it's just overused by people with pink hair who want to complain about everything. But this was like legitimately an annoying thing. And I wanted to bop him on the head, but I thought that would be bad. I said, I don't think I should be doing this. I'm too old to fight. I can't get into it anymore. Let's go to you. Let's go to some dispatches, and we'll see what's happening there. Here's somebody sending a photo dispatch. It says, me in front of the Home Alone house. And sure enough, it is Big Show in front of the Home Alone house. It looks very impressive.
Nice.
In person.
Cool.
Yeah, it's a cool area and a beautiful house.
This house, by the way, is much like somebody else we know, blurred on Google Maps. And
Is it really?
I can't for the life of me understand why you would want, why you would even need, what do you think you're accomplishing by blurring that house on Google Maps? It's a famous house. Everybody knows what it looks like.
Yeah, it's not very hidden. It's a large out there house that every person in the United States of America has seen, I would guess. Over to the audio dispatches, and we have Professor Booty talking to us.
What's up, y'all?
Hey.
LT, no D. Long time no dispatch. I had to today, though. Sean, Mr. Good Time, is back.
Mm-hmm.
And we're talking rock and jock basketball. I mean, this is the best day ever. I can't wait to hear what's
that's what it was called, rock and jock. That's what it was. And they'd have, like, Bon Jovi and Kobe Bryant on the same court. And you said, this is not supposed to happen. This should be a thing. Bon Jovi has melted a lot of faces off, but he is not a good basketball player.
He's seen a million faces.
And he rocked them all.
Them all.
Yeah, but on the basketball court, it's pathetic. Kind of brings him down to earth, I think. Here is Hanan with a dispatch.
What's up, Junkie crew?
Hey.
R.I.P. Bill Walton, man. When you guys started talking about that, I started picturing the three of you guys in those 1950s basketball shorts.
Yeah.
With your sour cream and cottage cheese legs.
Hey.
And now I can't get it out of my head. Who wears shorts? Bill wears shorts.
I think they're hot right now. I think they're back big time. These short
shorts?
Yeah, it's like
I have some.
Do you?
Yeah,
those are in
for my gigantic quads.
Yeah, you're all ready for the season then, because those are in, and women are wearing I don't even know what to call them. They're like yoga pants, but they're onesies, and it's a full bodysuit.
The shapewear stuff.
But it's like one full bodysuit. It must be a nightmare to pee in. I can't imagine how you have to do that.
Take the whole thing off.
Yeah, like Courtney has outfits she wears, and to go to the bathroom, she has to take off her entire outfit. I couldn't do that. As a guy, I'm used to you just unzip.
Yeah,
you unfurl everything. Unfurl sounds a little braggadocious.
Unfurl, you take the restraining ropes off,
and then unroll.
Yeah,
and then sometimes it hits the floor, and you got to reel it back in a little.
Tough times.
Yeah,
okay.
It's tough.
Quick break. When we come back, we've got to get to more of you on a Share the Show Tuesday. And I want to talk about the crying mom scandal, okay? I'll bring you up to speed. I'll explain it for everybody who's not paying attention. But it sure is dramatic, and it's sure hard to tell who's telling the truth here. What's going on? You'll know. That's coming up next in the News Junkie.
Real radio. It is.
The Monsters in the Morning.
It's literally a short walk. What the hell is wrong with you? Stop being so damn weird. Please.
The Monsters in the Morning.
Real radio 104.1.
Authorities are clearing up an accident near mile marker 283 on Florida's Turnpike heading northbound. The right lane is blocked around there. Traffic is backed up before US 27. There's stop-and-go traffic on I-4 eastbound before Champions Gate. Slowdowns on I-4 between Osceola Parkway and after State Road 535. If you see any other traffic troubles, call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Nasal Guard. People who suffer from allergies use Nasal Guard to prevent them. Nasal Guard's innovative gel and spray products protect you from all airborne allergens, no matter what the forecast holds. Visit Amazon, Walmart, or NasalGuard.com today. Breathe better this spring. NasalGuard.com.
I'm Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. I learned about atrial fibrillation the hard way. My symptoms would come and go. Shortness of breath, fatigue. I kept going. Then I got so lightheaded, I couldn't. My doctor said I have Afib, so I'm about 5 times more likely to have a stroke. Other symptoms, irregular heartbeat, heart racing, chest pain can come and go, but the risk of stroke stays. If you have symptoms, tell a doctor. Visit NoTimeToWait.com.
Sponsored by Bristol-Myers Squibb and Pfizer.
Don't let spring allergies make you miserable. Try the quick, drug-free solution trusted by over 4 million people, Navage. Only Navage uses suction to flush out your sinuses using refreshing saline, helping you breathe easier, sleep better, and feel healthier. And here's even better news. Navage is now available at your local Sam's Club in a great new value pack. It's everything you need to start breathing better immediately at Sam's guaranteed best price. Navage, N-A-V-A-G-E. Breathe easy.
Hey, if you're listening to me right now, I have one thing every business needs most: attention. Think about it. We swipe and scroll past stuff all day. But when we're driving, cooking, and working out, we're also listening. That's the magic of audio at iHeart. We're in your next customer's ears while they're living life and listening, just like you are right now. So get your customers to listen up today using radio, digital, and podcasts. Visit iHeartAdvertising.com. That's iHeartAdvertising.com.
If Heineken Silver was a 60-second radio ad, it'd tell you all the stuff you need to know in only 30 seconds to keep things light and refreshing. Seriously, time me. Heineken Silver, a world-class light beer that's surprisingly crisp and refreshing, made with only premium quality ingredients and just 2.9 grams of carbs and 95 calories, all without compromising on taste. Heineken Silver, all the taste, no bitter endings. Order now at Heineken.com/silver. Must be 21 and older to purchase. Enjoy Heineken responsibly. Whew, 30 seconds, that's it, done. Peace.
Hey, Russ Rollins here. It's been about a year now. I've been telling you about Life Imaging FLA. Why have you not gone? It's a free heart scan. And you know what? Early detection of heart disease and of cancer is a game changer in terms of treatment and outcome. Let's do it. Let's go get that scan. I did it. It takes less than 6 minutes, and now I have peace of mind. They've helped save the lives of 4 of my friends and dozens and dozens of our listeners who found out they had heart blockage they had no idea about, and also cancer they had no idea about. This is a game changer, and you might as well do it. Take care of it now. Go to Life Imaging FLA, pick up your cell phone, dial pound 250, say the words free heart scan, and you'll be connected in seconds. This is a value of $699. There's a few minimum requirements, but this is a game changer and an awesome thing to do. It's Life Imaging FLA. Pick up your cell phone, dial pound 250, say the words free heart scan, and you'll be connected in seconds. You'll have the option to receive a one-time auto-dial text message from iHeartMedia. Ask them about the cancer screening as well. Super important. Life Imaging FLA.
$5,000. That's the average amount of money people in the U.S. are now spending on gas in a year. $5,000. That's crazy. If you drive, you have to download Upside, the free app that gives you cash back every time you get gas. That's right. You can earn real cash back with Upside just by buying the gas you're already buying. You can literally start earning cash back today.
I use Upside every time I fill up, and I've already made around $200-$300.
You're putting gas in your car anyway. Why not get real cash back? If you like free money, download Upside.
I'm saving the cash I earn from using Upside to help pay for a vacation later this year.
Download the free Upside app now to earn cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code MOVE to get an extra 25 cents per gallon on your first tank. You can cash out anytime right to your bank, PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code MOVE for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code MOVE for a 25 cents per gallon bonus.
Hi, this is Earl Ron. I'm the president of New South Window Solutions. What I'd like people to understand about our company is what's unique about us. We manufacture, we install, we guarantee. We go out of our way to make it easy.
Going on now. Save 35% off factory direct windows and doors. Visit newsouthwindow.com.
Think identity theft won't happen to you? Think again. There's a new victim every 3 seconds in the U.S., over 15 million this year alone, and many don't even know they're victims. LifeLock alerts you to identity threats you could miss even when you monitor your credit. If your identity's stolen, a dedicated U.S.-based restoration specialist will work to fix it. No one can prevent all identity theft, but everyone can save up to 25% their first year with my name, Clay, as the promo code at LifeLock.com.
This earful of Real Radio is brought to you by crimeline.org. Give a tip anonymously.
The free iHeart app has over 100 commercial-free stations waiting for you to explore right now, like Real Fun Beach Radio. Real Fun Beach Radio is commercial-free all summer and gives you that toes in the sand beach music vibe 24/7. I'm picking up good vibrations. Just open the free iHeart app, search Real Fun Beach Radio, and start listening. Free never sounded so good.
If you've been injured in a car accident, call Pound Law from your cell phone. Morgan & Morgan.
On the bright side, we're not dead yet. You're listening.
Very online, you may not have heard of just yet. Have you guys seen any of this yet?
Yes.
The crime mother, I knew Josh would have. Celine is probably too roped up in something in the real world to not have seen this. The woman,
real stuff.
She was crying on a TikTok video about.
Did we already watch a crying mom?
We've watched with many of them. Many of them. Yeah, it's borderline a fetish at this point.
Is this the one that forgot to hit stop on the recording?
No,
and then,
no,
okay, all right, no.
This is a woman who made a TikTok of her crying, and anytime I see somebody crying in a video they've posted to social media, I'm immediately skeptical because it seems so weird to me, like having actually cried a few times in my life, that in the midst of one of those moments that I would go, oh, I gotta grab the camera. I gotta record this.
Is this the one where the ex-husband stitched himself onto the video?
Yes.
To say what a piece of crap she is?
Yes.
I did see this one.
Yeah, this is Crying Mom, Baking Mom. I don't know. There's different names. Elizabeth Teckenbrock is her name, and she's 29 years old. And the first round of this whole drama was she posted a video of her crying on TikTok. That's what you do. You start crying, you record for social medias,
Instagram,
and you put it out there. And she said, me crying when I have to bake a cake for myself just so my kids can see me blowing out the candles because I'm a single mom and blah, blah, blah. And you go, that sucks. That's sad. I don't want to see this woman going through this stuff.
I mean, you don't have to bake it. You can buy yourself a cake.
True.
You can...
I think it's all fake because if you're recording yourself crying, I just mostly think you're faking it and trying to get attention and drama farming. But that sucks if it's true, right? Then her husband posted a response where he just absolutely bodied her. And then it continued on from there. If you missed this, let me see if I can play his response video. I don't know if he curses in it. You remember if he curses in it, Josh?
I do not remember.
I don't.
All right. I'll bring this up. By the way, how much should Biden rock this look? I saw this AI Biden. I was like, if Biden rocks this look, he'll go up 5 points in the polls. Like the Biden with a beard AI meme is it like he looks so much more put together. I don't know why.
He look
looks
cooler.
less like he's got warbles in the brain when you see this photograph. Like I think that would work for him big time. But all right, this guy, where's the post? Okay. This guy responded to the mom who said, being a single mom is making your own birthday cake so that your babies can feel happy singing to you, right? And she's just in tears. And he responds, stand by the dump button, Josh, because I don't know if he curses or not, but here he goes. All right, this is her crying. She's opening up all the ingredients to bake. It says birthday cake, by the way, and I don't want to be a stickler here, but she's got
Those are muffins. It's a muffin tin.
Muffin tin. You know, this is not a birthday cake thing. Yeah, this feels a little phony here. She's making something regardless. Here comes the husband or the ex.
So I've been sent this video a lot over the last few days. People asking my thoughts and my comments on it. And before anyone says, oh, you don't know her situation or, you don't know what she's going through, well, I do, because I lived it. I'm her ex-husband, and right now I have full custody of our kids.
All right, so he starts showing documents. And it shows time sharing. The father shall have all weekday and weekend times. Father shall have all holidays. 365 overnights with the father. So she, according to this,
she is really looking forward to Leap Day.
she doesn't actually have custody of the kids, and he's showing the documents.
This is our parent agreement. As you can see, I have all weekdays and weekends, time sharing with the kids, all at holiday academic breaks.
And it says the mom needs to have a psychiatric examination together with substantial participation at her sole expense in any psychiatric, psychological, and or mental health treatment programs. Like, he just drills her. It's almost too much. It was like, put him in a body bag territory. And he goes on.
And for her to get any rights back to the kids, these are the things that she needs to do. And yes, child support, she owes that.
She owes $21,000 in child support.
So she's a mother and doesn't pay child
mug shots.
She was
all right, so he just shows all of the stuff. And then because this went viral, like very, very viral over the weekend, the mom responded again. And she's like, there are many women who have, what's it called? When you can't get near somebody, restraining orders against this guy. And, he's the bad person here. And she went on saying, like, I'm spending time with my kids and he's attacking me.
Her 10-minute long response, by the way, is no longer available on TikTok. I can't even watch it.
She took it down?
Yeah.
Really? Yeah, she had a...
Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I do like the comment below it that says, I got 2 minutes in, have decided it's not worth my time being gaslighted by two people who may have made this whole thing up.
Oh, my God. Yeah, I'm so with that. I'm like, hey, I don't know who's lying here. And you both seem pretty crazy, so I'm just going to back off from this right now.
She said, judging from the comments, that's the only way I can really surmise what was in this video. Somebody says, same, in the video, quote, I will not post bad things about my ex that our kids may see one day, end quote. 30 seconds later, Andrew is so abusive.
The big loser in all of this, as is often the case, the kids. And the kids are probably on TikTok.
Oh, I thought you were going to say the people who watched it. Just,
that too. But the kids are like probably on TikTok. And like, oh, not only are mommy and daddy fighting, but they're fighting on TikTok publicly with each other with millions of views. Please stop.
And they didn't actually get any cupcakes.
No cupcakes delivered at all. And it is so much. Melissa says, this is just cringe. It is. It's weird watching these things play out. Now, I do have kind of an odd opinion on this because I think fighting back in the online world, if somebody lies about you, is important, and you should do this. I think if people are defaming you, you should sue them as much as possible. I think, like, if somebody is saying provably defamatory things about you, you should sue them.
As opposed to only suing them a little bit.
Yes,
just a tiny little suit.
100% sue, right? And I saw a lot of people reacting to this. This might sound strange to some of you in other markets, but we have a very popular cookie company here locally called Gideon's Cookies. And it found itself wrapped up in all this drama where some activist employee was like, we're underpaid and overworked and the place is gross and this happened.
And there's violations of the health code everywhere.
Yeah, they were bombs being dropped. And a lot of the people who I saw responding to this were like, the cookie company should not have weighed in. It looked bad for them to weigh in. And I thought maybe you have somebody who like weighs in on your behalf, but I would definitely weigh in. Like if somebody was saying, Sean Wasson eats 5 children every single week and he gobbles them up.
The number's 3. Come on. 5's hard to find.
5 is defamatory.
Like weirdo Gargamel. He's radio's Gargamel and he's eating the little blue kids and he loves it. And if somebody was saying something like that, I would go, okay, I'm going to weigh in on this, number 1, before it spins out of control. And 2, I'm going to sue the person if they're openly lying about me. Because it's a bad thing about the internet. Once something gets out, an accusation gets out, you can never go back and convince all the people that this never happened to you. So I think weighing in on these things is kind of important. But when you're just 2 parents going at it, oh my God, like the poor kids in this story. Tanya on YouTube says she was trying to go viral saying her kids wanted to sing happy birthday or she doesn't even get the kids. Yeah, it's weird. But people will make any kind of video to go viral. Everybody is in a quest seemingly to just go viral. And they don't care at what expense this all comes. I mean, there's a man who is pretending that he only eats liver and has turned himself into like an odd shade of pudding brown and calls himself the Liver King because that's the thing that works to make him viral. Like people will do anything. It's really, really strange.
Oh, that's what that Liver King joke in the Brady roast was about.
Yep. Yeah. Liver King, weird guy, definitely on roids. Sorry.
Yeah, that's not the liver.
Yeah, it's assuming if you want to. But I think he's admitted to as much at one point in time. People will go through anything to go viral. It's I don't know. For me, I'm not requesting virality that much, I don't think. Okay, I got to tell you about a very big band and something that's happening with them, but that is coming up next along with your dispatches. You can join us on the show with yours. I want to hear your beautiful voice. Go over to thenewsjunkie.com and hit record on your first dispatch right now. That's coming up next on the News Junkie.
You're asking an awful lot of that magic eraser. For some extra elbow grease, tell your smart speaker to play Real Radio 104.1 on iHeartRadio.
This is former Notre Dame quarterback Brady Quinn. Here's what's trending from the iHeart Sports Network.
Presented by Amtrak.
Sean Payton showered rookie quarterback Bo Nix with some early praise after OTAs. After 61 college starts at Auburn and Oregon, there are no secrets with Bo. You know what you're going to get. Unlike Russell Wilson, it's all football all the time. Sean Payton knows quarterbacks, and he's looking for his next Drew Brees, so if he's praising Nix so soon, he must see something he likes. I'm Colin Cowherd.
Visit new and exciting places across the U.S. on Amtrak. It isn't about the destination, it's about the journey. Without busy airports or cramped car rides, with no middle seats, extra legroom, and first-class private rooms, new adventures are just an Amtrak away. Book now at Amtrak.com.
I love playing pranks on my sister, and this deal going on at McDonald's is my chance to take the lead. Enjoy any 2 items for $3.79. From the iconic McDouble, the McChicken, a 4-piece chicken McNuggets, small fries, to even a small soft drink. I'm gonna pair my McDouble with her small fries, but secretly pull her fries out of the bag. She won't even notice. Hey, where'd the fries go? Sounds like my prank just got fried. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Prices and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer or combo meal. Single item at regular price.
What's better than air conditioning? A portable air conditioner you can take anywhere. Enter McDonald's frozen drinks. I call them air cup-ditioners. Air cup-ditioners come in all my fave flavors, like frozen Coke, frozen Fanta Blue Raspberry, and frozen Sprite Limonade. And they're incredibly cost-effective. Any size is just $1.49 after breakfast hours. My air cup-ditioner is on full blast. Air drinks. And they're drinks from McDonald's. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Prices and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer or combo meal. Coca-Cola, Fanta, Sprite, and Limonade are registered trademarks of the Coca-Cola Company.
My friends swim no matter the season, but my moderate to severe plaque psoriasis can sometimes take me out of the moment. Now, thanks to Skyrizi and clear skin, count me in. With Skyrizi, Risankizumab Riza, a prescription-only 150 milligram injection for adults who are candidates for systemic or phototherapy. 3 out of 4 people achieve 90% clear skin at 4 months.
Don't use if allergic to Skyrizi. Serious allergic reactions and an increased risk of infections or a lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check for infection and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor if you have an infection or symptoms such as fever, sweats, chills, muscle aches, or cough, or if you plan to or recently received a vaccine.
Thanks to Skyrizi, there's nothing on my skin, and that means everything. Ask your doctor today about Skyrizi, the #1 dermatologist-prescribed biologic in psoriasis, and visit skyrizi.com or call 1-866-SKYRIZI to learn more.
May is here, and that means Florida's intense summer is right around the corner. With new windows and doors from Renewal by Andersen, you can cut back on energy usage, boost your home's curb appeal, and increase your comfort. Renewal by Andersen makes that transition so easy for you thanks to a selection of beautiful, functional replacement windows and doors. And their windows and doors are built solid. That's because Renewal by Andersen's exclusive Fibrix product is chic, tough, easy to maintain, and twice as strong as vinyl. Renewal by Andersen specializes in energy-efficient, custom-built replacement windows and doors. So save money while beautifying your home with Renewal by Andersen. Now through the end of May, buy 2 windows and or patio doors and get the third 60% off. Plus 0 money down, 0 payments, and 0 interest for 1 year. They're locally owned and operated, and everything is made in the USA. Go to rbafla.com for complete details. Some restrictions apply. Official partner of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, license number CGC 1527613.
Did you know that your largest investment asset might not be your retirement account or home? I'm Jay Jackson, CEO of Abacus Life. Most people don't realize that their life insurance policy is actually an asset they can sell. But for almost 20 years, Abacus has been purchasing life insurance policies from seniors just like you. We've even created a free policy value calculator at abacuspays.com so you can find out in seconds what we might pay for your policy. There are no fees and no obligations, just information. Knowing the value of your life insurance policy is as important as knowing the value of your home, your equity portfolio, or your finances in total. Discover the valuable information you need to understand the current market value for your life insurance, and then get real value from your life insurance when you need it with Abacus. Visit abacuspays.com to learn more and use our free policy value calculator today.
Think identity theft won't happen to you? Think again. There's a new victim every 3 seconds in the U.S., over 15 million this year alone, and many don't even know they're victims. LifeLock alerts you to identity threats you could miss even when you monitor your credit. If your identity's stolen, a dedicated U.S.-based restoration specialist will work to fix it. No one can prevent all identity theft, but everyone can save up to 25% their first year with my name, Clay, as the promo code at LifeLock.com.
Mattress Firm's Memorial Day sale is here. Get a Sleepy's Queen mattress at the lowest price ever, just $89.99. This deal ends Tuesday, so don't wait. Visit Mattress Firm and save over 60%. In-store pickup only, while supplies last. Find your nearest one today.
This earful of Real Radio is sponsored by the Franchise Show June 8th and 9th at Orange County Convention Center. OrlandoFranchiseShow.com.
Real Radio is on Instagram at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Have you been in an accident? Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
If you're not confused, you are not paying attention. This
Pope Francis said what? Wait, hold on. What did he just say? Pope Francis is apologizing. I'm not sure if you guys have seen this story.
I saw it.
He said he was, and he's like the woke Pope, or that's at least what they call him. Like, he's been very open-minded to various things. But
what was it that he did he have a condom thing, or was that
in vitro?
Oh, in vitro.
And he had an in vitro comment, and he's had lots of comments about like gay community and being gay in the church that have been seen as more progressive than other popes. But he said in Italian, the church is already too much of an air of frosciagini, however you say it, which is well, it's
can't
like
say it in English.
The F word for gays with a tree on the end of it, you know?
Gotcha.
Yeah, and so he just dropped it in the middle of this. He dropped the F word for gays in the middle of his Pope speech. And afterwards he was like, oh my God, I am so sorry. I apologize for that. And he's backed off on this.
Was it a Pope speech? Because something happened that was in a closed door meeting.
Yeah, this says, when asked at the Italian Bishops' Conference if gay men should now be allowed to train for the priesthood as long as they remain celibate, Pope Francis said they should not. He is then believed to have continued by saying in Italian there was too much of that, F word for gays, in the church. Although it was a meeting that happened behind closed doors, the Pope's reported comments were first conveyed to the Italian tabloid Dagospia, and other Italian news agencies confirmed this. And the Pope says, I'm so sorry.
Wait. You mean to tell me the Italian tabloid starts with Dago?
It does,
They're taking
yeah.
it back.
Dagospia is the name of the Italian tabloid that reported on all of this. Pope stepped in it. He's sorry. He did not mean to say the F word for gays.
You cannot even say it anymore because of the war.
Right before we came back from break, my wife Ashley texted me and she's like, "Are you guys talking about the Pope?" I don't know.
Yeah.
I was like, I think it's on the list. It's definitely on the agenda. Sean mentioned something about the Pope.
Hard F.
And she goes, I want to know who's snitching on Pope Francis, because these are closed door meetings. There's a leak in the Vatican.
One of the bishops.
Like anything else, there's probably some other people who wish they were Pope. And they go, this guy, he's just slinging around the F word for gays here behind closed Pope doors.
Can you, I don't think you really campaign to be Pope, right? I
think they just pick you.
Yeah.
They vote.
I thought they just they vote. It's supposed to be some sort of, they get almost like a divine intervention was supposed to help them choose the Pope.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and that's why they picked the Ratzenberger guy, and he was like, nah, I don't want to do this. I don't.
They were like, we accidentally picked the Nazi one.
Whoops. He was Pope for like a very short period of time, and Francis popped in, and the gays probably are taking a step back now. They were like, Francis, we thought...
A step back from what?
A step back from the Pope.
They were almost Catholic and not anymore.
And they're going to go full Sinead, rip up the photo of Francis on live television to protest this whole thing. But he just now really wants to hear people say, gay or not. Just sing for me.
Hey, you're singing.
Before we do jury duty, there is a band that has just canceled their tour of North America. It is the Black Keys.
Oh.
And it says, this is one of the reports I saw. It says the Black Keys just canceled their entire North American arena tour for this fall due to extremely poor ticket sales.
Oh.
Likely due to exorbitantly priced tickets. Most markets were $100 plus just to get in the building.
Damn.
Whoever thought booking the Black Keys in arenas in 2024 was a good idea should be fired. And they show a concert that was going to be in Maryland, I think, Baltimore, Maryland. And before they pulled the tickets, there was a lot of seats that were not sold in this arena. And I don't know. I mean, I feel like the Black Keys are a big band. Sometimes I think there's these bands that are outstepping themselves. Like, I don't know that they're an arena band right now.
Well, last I saw them was at the now Kia Center.
Right.
And it was a pretty... I don't think sold out, but there were a lot of people there.
But also, like, they configure arenas in such a way that, they can sell out without using every seat in the house. Like, I think when we saw, because I was with you, I believe, Josh, when we went to that, it was Black Keys and Modest Mouse.
Yeah, and they did not play Float On.
Correct. And
unbelievable.
I know.
People were mad.
And I was one of the people. And so, but it was one of those where they don't use the upper bowl at all, and they curtain off giant sections of the place. So there are ways to have a Black Keys tour. I think what they needed, I mean, obviously the show we went to was a good co-headliner.
Yeah, Modest Mouse is great.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to have more, I guess. They just weren't selling the tickets.
I mean,
here.
that picture there, that is not. That's pretty embarrassing.
Yeah,
that much of it was even on the floor. Look at how many floor seats are open.
Normally, floors first thing sold out.
There's probably 2/3, I would say, maybe 2/3 of the floor was still open, and then like 4/5 of the rest of the arena was completely unsold, and they had to back off. And I guess it looked like this in many of the other arenas that they were going to play. But not everybody could just play arenas. I mean, arenas are. You got to be in the moment for that. Like Bad Bunny can play arenas. He can play
easily.
Unless he's in like Nebraska or something. They might not be big into Bad Bunny in like the corn state or Minnesota. I don't know. Minnesota, he could probably play just fine. Like Miami, dude can
Forget
sell out an arena. Miami,
that's like a 2 week in a row sellout.
Yeah, he could have like an extended stay at an arena in Miami if he wanted to. But some of these other bands, like that people don't want to pay $100 for this stuff right now. They don't want to see an arena show with the Black Keys bad enough to spend all that money. And they probably got to downsize. A lot of people are starting to recognize that, I think.
Also, what have the Black Keys been up to? Have there been...
I don't think they've had a hit in a while that I know of. Is it Hosier? How do you say that person's name? Hosier. They have a new song, and they could probably.
He's very popular right now.
He was just in town.
Yeah,
that Too Sweet song is a really well written song. That is a catchy, good song, and like now it gets past the point of did he just play the arena?
Yeah.
Oh wow. Okay. See, so he's proving it can be done, but some of these folks get a little bit ahead of themselves. Big Doug.
That's what I thought. Like people were like, "Oh, whoever booked the Black Keys for an arena tour." I was like, first of all, I've seen the Black Keys at the arena, like we talked about. But I also kind of had that feeling because I didn't know that it was still such a draw when the Gorillas came through. Everybody was talking about that show, and I did not even. It wasn't on my radar as something that like was going to be such a buzz.
It was so good.
But maybe it's because they don't tour as much either. If a band is too available and not like a band that people go around to see, like Dave Matthews or Grateful Dead or something, if they're too available, I think that causes a problem. It's like you could book Everclear and whatever number of guys with Art Alexakis that call themselves Everclear right now, you could book Everclear for probably $15,000 or something. And in their heyday, they were probably making $100,000 a gig, but they're everywhere. They show up at everything. Like sometimes you'll be at like your friend's birthday party and Everclear pops up and Santa Monica's playing.
I've never
back
been to
on
that
line.
birthday party.
Like it's just everywhere, and it's because Art Alexakis has like 3 divorces he's going to pay off, so
That's fine.
He must perpetually stay on tour.
He bought them all a new life.
Classic.
Well done.
Thanks.
Good band, by the way. I like Everclear.
Yeah, they're
but,
not bad.
All right, we are way behind on this, but let's do it fast. Jury duty.
Court is now in session, so put your phone down and pay attention before we call the bailiff over to whip your ass. You're now on jury duty with the News Junkie.
Alicia with the Everclear hate. Yeah, but Everclear sucks. They had their time in the sun, you know. I think Santa Monica was a catchy song. You Make Me Feel Like a Whore was a good song as well. Less radio friendly.
Father of Mine.
Father of Mine was a great song.
AM radio, decent. They're wonderful. They got catchy stuff, man.
Yeah.
Everything to Everyone. I love Everclear.
Yeah. He kind of wasn't great at singing live, though. And
you saw him one time and he was a little out of breath.
No, I've seen him many times. I've seen Everclear many times, but that one time he was definitely out of breath. Whenever I would go see Everclear, the thing that was of note to me was they play all these songs. You're like, oh, that's a good song. And he's miserable in between the songs. He'll be like, this next song goes out to my second wife. She abused me 2/3 of our relationship. And then one day I punched her and the cops came and arrested me. And I spent the night in prison. And now I get people to heckle me and call me a wife beater. And anyhow, here's Santa Monica. What, dude? It's like, but just brutalize the audience in between jams there. It's like, or he'll go, I remember when I was 7 years old and my mom died. And you go, oh, okay, all right. You have any happy stories you could tell us? There's got to be something else.
No.
Jury duty brought to you by the DeWitt Law Firm. Injured on the go? Just call Mo. And we love him. We appreciate him. We thank him for letting us borrow Joshua Enrique Fowler today on the show. And we say when you get injured in an accident, you reach out to Mo DeWitt, 866-CALL-MO, 866-CALL-MO, or go to justcallmo.com.
What did the billboard say that you said Mo had his work cut out for him? There was a different lawyer?
Oh, what was that lady's name? It wasn't Injured on the Go.
It was pretty catchy.
It was an Asian lawyer, and it's like, something wrong, just call Fong or something like that.
That's it.
Call Kim Fong.
Call Ann Fong.
Ann Fong.
It says, something wrong, call Ann Fong. Accident and injury lawyers. Nice work.
It's hard to read that out loud without being a little offensive.
It sounds bad, yeah. With the inflection that you might put on.
Something wrong, call Ann Fong.
I'll get into the story that was supposed to be in jury duty where this guy filmed himself going into Kroger with a gun, and why he did it is even more jarring. That is on the way. The New York Times is obsessed with how often you wash your hair and how you do it, and I want to show you this. I want to bring you down a weird-ass rabbit hole on this. Just trust me. That is coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real Radio. Real Radio. 104.1.
There's slowdowns on Colonial Drive by the interstate and delays on I-4 through the city westbound between Princeton Street and Robinson Street. You can expect your regular delays on I-4 near Champions Gate, and authorities are clearing up an accident on Florida's Turnpike northbound between County Road 561 and County Road 33, blocking the right lane there. Expect delays, and the roadways are wet out there, so travel with caution. See traffic troubles, call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Berman.
This report is sponsored by Nasal Guard. People who suffer from allergies use Nasal Guard to prevent them. Nasal Guard's innovative gel and spray products protect you from all airborne allergens, no matter what the forecast holds. Visit Amazon, Walmart, or nasalguard.com today. Breathe better this spring. Nasalguard.com.
This earful of real radio is brought to you by JustCallMo.com. Injured on the go? JustCallMo.com.
Think identity theft won't happen to you? Think again. There's a new victim every 3 seconds in the U.S., over 15 million this year alone, and many don't even know they're victims. LifeLock alerts you to identity threats you could miss even when you monitor your credit. If your identity's stolen, a dedicated U.S.-based restoration specialist will work to fix it. No one can prevent all identity theft, but everyone can save up to 25% their first year with my name, Clay, as the promo code at LifeLock.com.
When life spells heartburn, how do you spell relief? R-O-L-A-I-D-S.
What about when life spells fried chicken?
R-O-L-A-I-D-S.
Fourth cup of coffee?
Still R-O-L-A-I-D-S.
Extra cheesy pizza?
Rolaids always spells relief. Rolaids' powerful dual-active formula begins neutralizing acid on contact to fight your heartburn fast. So, when life spells heartburn, Rolaids spells relief. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
Need a reboot? RC Hill here from RC Hill Mitsubishi. Spring has sprung, so let's have some fun. This month, I'll help you reboot your old ride and save up to $8,000 on a new Mitsubishi. So if your old ride's a hunk of junk, don't let it leave you in a funk. You can even drive a new car today with a lifetime warranty, like the Mitsubishi Mirage 43 miles per gallon starting at $15,900. The popular Eclipse Cross, in stock and ready for delivery. Or the 2024 Outlander, 5-star safety rated, starting at $23,900. So if you've been dreaming of driving a new RC Hill Mitsubishi, don't get your wires crossed, because my team works hard every day, and that's what makes us different. So this week, reboot your old ride, and you could save up to $8,000 on a nicer, newer car. But hurry, a deal this good will shut down fast. I'm RC Hill, and I'm your car dealer next door. 2 locations, DeLand and Ocala. See all my trendy rides at rchill.com. That's rchill.com.
Credit requires bank approval. Negative equity may be refinanced. Vehicle purchase price determines actual discount.
Hi, this is Earl Ron. New South makes windows that are both energy efficient and hurricane resistant. New South is the factory and eliminates the middleman. New South windows are made in Florida for Florida homes by Florida workers, because we know Florida weather.
Going on now, save 35% off factory direct windows and doors. Call 1-800-NEW-WINDOWS.
I'm Martin Hoke, the inventor of Navage nasal care, and I love Navage. I've told you about how your nose is the body's air filter, that Navage's powered suction will help flush out allergens, viruses, mucus, and germs, and that Navage will help you breathe better. But what do other people say about Navage? Like Haley, quote, "Navage is the best thing I bought. I love it. My nose feels so clear now and I can breathe. I've been struggling with a stuffy nose for weeks. I bought Navage and it's amazing." Or this one. I use Navage every night, could not imagine life without it. I have 5 cats, and before I found Navage, I was a clogged mess. Now I breathe so much better, unquote. Those are 2 of over 100,000 online reviews praising Navage, the all-natural solution trusted by over 3 million people to help you breathe better, sleep deeper, snore less, and stay healthier without drugs. Navage is available at Walmart, CVS, Walgreens, Target, Rite Aid, and online. Navage, N-A-V-A-G-E, clean nose, healthy life.
$5,000. That's the average amount of money people in the U.S. are now spending on gas in a year. $5,000. That's crazy. If you drive, you have to download Upside, the free app that gives you cash back every time you get gas. That's right, you can earn real cash back with Upside just by buying the gas you're already buying. You can literally start earning cash back today.
I use Upside every time I fill up, and I've already made around $300.
You're putting gas in your car anyway. Why not get real cash back? If you like free money, download Upside.
I'm saving the cash I earn from using Upside to help pay for a vacation later this year.
Download the free Upside app now to earn cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code MOVE to get an extra 25 cents per gallon on your first tank. You can cash out anytime right to your bank, PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code MOVE for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code MOVE for a 25 cents per gallon bonus.
You can host the best backyard barbecue when you find a professional on Angie to make your backyard the best around. Connect with skilled professionals to get all your home projects done well. Inside to outside, repairs to renovations. Get started on the Angie app or visit Angie.com today. You can do this when you Angie that.
When you use Bounce dryer sheets and your clothes look amazing, it's the sheet. Less static in your life? Yeah, it's the sheet. Smelling fresher than ever? It's the sheet. Oh, so soft fabric? Ooh la la. It's the sheet. Less wrinkles on your clothes? You know it's the sheet. Bounce dryer sheets. More freshness, more softness. Less static, less wrinkles. It's the sheet.
Did you know your life insurance is an asset you can sell? I'm Jay Jackson, CEO of Abacus Life. For almost 20 years, Abacus has been purchasing life insurance policies from seniors just like you. And at abacuspays.com, we've created a free policy value calculator so you can find out the worth of your policy in just seconds. There are no fees and no obligations. Get real value from your life insurance when you need it with Abacus. Learn more at abacuspays.com.
GMC Sierra trucks in stock now at orangebuickgmc.com. We are professional grade.
Broadcasting live from the injury law firm of Kaufman and Lind Studios. Why Kaufman and Lind? Because your case matters. Contact them at whenyounitus.com or dial pound 546 on your cell phone. This is WTKS FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. Listen on your free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts. Because the newspapers don't come with cliff notes or potentially offensive accents.
Emails. She said, in today's show, you mentioned gummies that help for sleep without a weird feeling, I think is what she meant. Can you please share what they are? She says, yes. And not a sponsor. Nobody's paying me money for this. These are just some of those things that I find, and I'm like,
are
damn.
these something that require a prescription?
No, amazingly, they don't. These are them. These are the ones that we have. And it's by a company, again, not an advertiser, a company called Mood. And it says Delta 9 THC gummies. It's the ones with like the little sleepy moon on it. And these Mood gummies, you buy them right off the website online. They send them right to your house. It's totally legal because it's from like, what does it say? Our Delta 9 is derived from federally legal hemp. And it's got Delta 9 tetrahydrocannabinol concentrations, blah, blah, blah. They're little gummies. You got to watch how much you take because you only need like a little slice of one gummy. But they don't taste bad at all. And it's just, here's the experience, okay? I have nights when we go, let's not drink tonight. And it's really hard for me to sleep, like really, really hard. I sit in bed. Sometimes all night I'll just sit in bed. And if I try melatonin or other things, it doesn't really work that well. I'm just hoping for the best. And this stuff, a friend of mine told me about these and gave me some. And the first night I tried it, I was sitting on the couch, popped in a little piece of one of these Mood gummies for sleeping, and within like 15 to 20 minutes, my eyelids were just closing. Like I had to fight my eyelids off, and I'm like, oh man, I'm tired. And laid down, slept perfectly, and I even have like sleep anxiety, so I sleep real tense. I didn't even do that.
Oh, nice.
No weird nightmares. Didn't wake up feeling strange. Felt perfect when I woke up. It's a godsend, man.
Liza on Twitch points out you could still get popped for drug tests with the Delta 9 THC.
Probably.
So
yeah.
if it's something that your employer is not very kosher with, then you might want to be careful.
That could be a worry. But and again, I was worried. I was like, I don't want to get stoned. I just want to go to sleep. And the person
for me, that's any weed.
It's true. The person who was giving me this said, well, you don't feel like that. You just feel tired. And I said, all right, I'll try it. And it's really good. Really, really works if you have that issue. Christina says, oh my God, Sean, I have sleep anxiety. They try to medicate me, but I'm scared to be sedated, so I won't take that. Try this stuff, man. It really works. Again, not an advertiser, not going to give me any money or anything. I just found out that it's something that's effective. And when you see that stuff, it's better to tell more people out there so they could be helped out. So good luck to you. I hope it works out for you. There was a video that I saw this weekend, which was insane, and insane for a couple of reasons. One, it was a 20-year-old guy named Richard Claff Jr. of Fort Wayne, Indiana. In the video, he goes on live on his Facebook or something, and he says, all right, I got to find somebody. He loads up his handgun, and he starts wandering around a Kroger grocery store looking for somebody to shoot. And he's like, who should I shoot? Who am I looking for here? And then he says, I'm going out with a bang. He says, I see one. And he approaches somebody in the bakery department and starts shooting at this person. and chases down a couple other people. I think he shot like 5 or 6 rounds off in the grocery store, and he didn't even hit anybody as far as I know. So great that he's just a terrible shot, but really disturbing that there's individuals like this. He just can't find the target. It says he walked around the store, clapped, asked which person he would shoot. He said, I ain't going to kill no old-ass man. He walked past an elderly man. He said, I see one 5 times as he approached the store's bakery department. The last time he said the phrase, he raised his handgun, shot at a customer and 2 employees before running away, screaming profanity and a racial slur. The investigators found 2 gunshot holes that were waist high just to the right of where the victims were standing, and 2 on the wall above a kitchen door. He didn't hit anybody with all those shots fired.
Damn.
Thank God. So just a bunch of lunatics out there running around with guns in Kroger's. So, have a good day.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the story that the New York Times had. And when I looked this up, I was like, I feel like the New York Times has done this before. So I just Googled NY Times wash hair or something this morning. And this story is it bad to wash your hair every day, which they just pushed out to all the people on the New York Times email list. And when you Google New York Times wash hair, they have so many stories about this. They're obsessed with this.
So do you have the list in front of you?
I have, is it bad to wash your hair every day? How often?
That's the one that just got pushed out, because that one, it says June 7th of last year.
Yes, it's June 7th of 2023, but they just put it in their email, like they're recirculating the story. I don't know why. There was one in this year that they didn't use this one. How to wash your hair. There is a right way to wash your hair by the New York Times. Are you not washing your hair enough by the New York Times? Do you really need to shower every day? How to shampoo the hair? These are all different articles by the New York Times about washing your hair. How to wash your hair in space.
That's important.
You need to know that. For that time when you go up to space, you got to be aware of this. And so they're very, very focused on this. And then it always gets, there's a particular type of person who is against the everyday shampooing, and they'll tell you, you got to just push through. You're washing your hair way more than you're supposed to be washing your hair. But if I don't shampoo my hair for 48 hours, it's a godforsaken oily grease pit.
You missed the headline. Beyonce showed her hair being washed. Here's why it matters. It matters. It matters.
We'll convince you by the end of this. I don't know why. Decon says slow news week, Sean. LOL. Tell that to the New York Times. That's my question here. Why are they so obsessed with people washing their hair and the routines that they use while they do it? That's the thing that concerns me the most, I think. Let's work in some of you and see what you have on your minds. Here's Marcinator with a dispatch joining us on the show.
Just FYI on those Delta 9 gummies, you will still pee positive for THC in case anybody's thinking about trying that.
Just know that. All right, we got the warning out there. Be aware. But it from my experience, it does work. I don't know if it'll work for you, but I found that it's a godsend. Here's I'm a PC talking about the crying mom video, although he uses the F word in his description. I'm hoping he's not going to
So I know the video you're talking about. I don't know any context behind it or that family or anything like that. But at first glance, you can look at the kitchen behind her, and it is worth more than the average monthly rent. So I don't know why she's crying.
Oh, she's in a fancy room? You could be rich and in a fancy kitchen and still crying, my friend. It can happen. It's something that occurs. Here's Barry, but I think she's crazy and lying and all that stuff. I don't know what he's up to. Maybe he's bad, too. It's the internet. It's really hard to find out who the bad guy is sometimes.
I heard he might be a Scientologist.
Oh, yeah, that's another thing. She was saying it's because of Scientology, and she wants to raise her kids not in Scientology, that he is targeting her. So there's twists and turns. Yeah, this is a movie plot just winding out in front of us. Here's Barry, who says, Sean sounds like an idiot. Okay, let's listen to you.
Hey, Trace Amigos. Josh, C-Lane, Sean.
Barry.
How's it going, buds? All right, anyways, Sean, you're not an idiot, but you are wrong. Because you can't forget in 2016, when the guy stood on this hill and died on it, that he was different. He was going to clear out the swamp, and he's an outsider, and he's going to end corruption and expose corrupt politicians, and then he turns around and does the same things that he's speaking out against. Come on, man. Don't be an idiot.
Yeah.
You're not an idiot.
He's talking about the Trump stuff.
Whatever the end.
Yeah, I think some of you are just so lost in the woods because Trump just triggers something in you. And I've said before, there are some cases against Trump that are going to be interesting. The Atlanta case, if it ever gets underway, would be an interesting one where there's the perfect phone call and Trump is saying, like, you need you to find these votes. I don't think there's enough there to get him because he didn't say blatantly, like, just make up some fake
these votes.
Yeah. So he's got some wiggle room there. But this one is just silly. Like, rich people do this literally all the time. And I think if you're going to do something that is unheard of, which is charge a president with a crime, former president or otherwise, and potentially send a former president who very well could win the next election to prison, it should be for something super important. And this is not. So whether he paid Stormy Daniels off or this other Playboy model off and then wrote that off and his taxes the wrong way or put it down as a business expense that it wasn't or whatever. The only crime that's been really mentioned in the courtroom was that Michael Cohen on the stand had to admit that he stole money from Trump during this whole process, stole like tens of thousands of dollars. And it's a waste for this to be such a super divisive thing. Go after a president or a former president if you want to, but it should be for something really solid. Like it should be for a crime that people actually care about. And though you might, it's probably going to line up perfectly with your politics. In fact, I think the poll I saw said like 80% of Democrats are like, rah, hell yeah, Trump should be held accountable. This is really what justice is about. And the independents are who is going to swing on this, because I think independents are going to see this and go, this is weaponizing the judiciary and the judicial branch shouldn't be treated like this. And I think you're going to lose independence. So if you're concerned about that, you shouldn't just want this stupid win. Like, all right, we got a W. I can now say Trump is a felon or whatever. That seems stupid to me. You should want to win an actual election, right? If you think Trump is the great American nightmare and that he could be in the White House again and that's the end of everything for you, like the end of democracy, the end of whatever. If you really think that and you really believe that, you should strategize appropriately. And the polls that suggest this is going to hurt him, nothing is going to change how anybody feels about him. It's going to be the same no matter what. He's going to have his supporters that support him no matter what information comes out. You can't really have any success that way, I don't think. All right, what else do we have here? Here is Eskimo Brother talking about a Ryan Gosling movie.
What up, news junkies? Hey, man, happy Tuesday, man. Y'all is amazing.
Oh, I got it.
He sounded like he was really enjoying himself, but can't say that on the radio, unfortunately.
Sounds like a nice day, though.
He just said frickin', so I was like, okay, this guy knows what's up. And then, no.
Drops the S-bomb on all of us, just like that. All right, we'll save the rest of these. Oh, somebody did say, Number One Day Star says, Josh does not look like how he sounds. Let's hear him expand on this. Hello?
Just looking at the live feed there, I was a little surprised. This is the first time I actually saw what Josh looks like, and he certainly does not look like how he sounds. He sounds like an old, lazy, fat, bald, old, lazy, boring person. But when I actually saw him, he's actually skinny, young, and actually looks like he has a personality one step above a doorknob. So that was surprising to see. Nevertheless, there will be America. The News Junkie rocks.
Yeah, thank you. No, why am I saying thank you?
I don't know if I'm insulted or flattered in some way. I don't know.
He gave you comments on your looks and not on your voice. He was super rude about
personality just above a doorknob.
Yeah,
that's fine. I can accept that.
Super rude. I'm going to defend you, Josh. Josh is a great guy, and we love to have him on this show. And yeah.
Thank you.
Bootsy Moonshine.
And everybody gets a turn. Oh, no, that's a doorknob thing.
Josh, Bootsy Moonshine says, Josh looks and sounds like an angel. There you go. There's your pat on the back. That works out. Okay, we're going to play maybe one more real quick. Here is Shark Bait with a dispatch about the gummies, I think.
Hey, Junkie. So, listening to the show, and, you know, John, you kind of made me feel bad. You take a little sliver, you know, just a sliver of that Delta gummy.
Mm-hmm.
I'm over here smoking 3 bowls trying to get through life. So, you need to get on my level.
Oh, yeah.
It's a lot more fun. All right, bye.
Yeah, I don't need a lot. Like, you take one of the gummies and, like, I'm slicing a piece of cheese. You know, I just take one little slice off of it, pop that in. I'm not a stoner, but I mean, I don't know. Maybe I am for this. It's just a miracle when I try to go to sleep. And
all right, go to break, hippie.
Well,
yeah, don't you have some Grateful Dead to listen to?
I do. I'm going to the what is it? The Orb? What's the thing in Vegas?
The
Sphere. I'm going to the Sphere, and I'm going to watch the Grateful Dead concerts there.
It does look crazy.
Is John Mayer going to be playing with the Grateful Dead at those shows at the Sphere?
Is he?
Yeah,
He
I
is?
saw a video of him playing with them the other day.
Man, some of the stuff
Dead
they can
and
do
Company.
inside that thing is just astounding. I wanted to make fun of it, and I do think it's super dangerous for like cars driving by and whatnot. But the Sphere is a concert experience that is like I could see paying more for that. I could see it go. A regular concert costs this much, but the Sphere concert costs this much because it's more involved.
4D.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome, honestly. Last one for now. Here's Funny Book Boy. This says Sleep Aid.
If you're worried about THC levels, you should look into this thing called ashwagandha. You can get it on Amazon. It's a root powder. Basically, it helps calm down your adrenal glands. Take it 2 hours before you go to sleep, and you'll just drift off and have a very
2
refreshing, clean sleep.
I can't do that. I don't want to take something 2 hours before I go to sleep.
Why?
I want to be able to take something and go to sleep. I need it to happen within like 30 minutes or
You don't want to plan your sleep. You just want to get to a point and go, you know, sleeping sounds good to me right about now.
Exactly. See, I watch my movie, and then after the movie is over, I'm like, am I sleepy right now? And if the answer is yes, then we go to bed. It's probably 12:30 or 1 o'clock in the morning. Kind of a crazy night owl type, you know?
Oh, yeah.
And then I turn in. Wasn't your wife out of town, Josh, this weekend?
Yep. I was partying
how was
by myself.
Slutfest?
Yeah. Did you fall apart as a human being in her absence?
Oh,
or?
no, I thrive, in fact.
Do you? Okay.
Oh, yeah. Big time. I made pulled pork. I hung out. I had some drinks, you know, vibes all around.
Oh, my God. Look at this guy.
Yeah.
Just living the free life.
Can't stop me.
Yeah, enjoying himself.
Wife out of town, no kid. Lucky.
What am I going to do today? Whatever I want is the answer to that question. All right, quick break. When we come back, we'll get to women are spending $8,000 to do something stupid. And ladies, maybe we can stop parting you with your money and find another way to do this. What's going on? You're going to find out. That's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real Radio is on Threads at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Have you been in an accident? Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
From the Goldsmith Jewelry Shop Traffic Center. Lowest prices on the highest quality jewelry. GoldsmithJewelry.com.
Watch out for an earlier accident still causing a bit of delays on I-4 eastbound before Saxon Boulevard. There's a bit of delays getting off that St. Johns River Bridge there. And authorities are clearing up an accident on a Popka Vineland Road southbound near I-4. There's slowdowns at the intersection where Vine Street meets John Young Parkway and delays on the off-ramp from the Greenway southbound to Colonial Drive. See traffic troubles, call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Blindster.com.
Hi, I'm Kyle at Blindster.com. At Blindster, we offer over 50 different custom window treatments, including faux wood blinds and shutters, all at prices less than retail. Plus, we'll send you free samples before you buy. Don't hire an expensive pro. Do it yourself and save big at Blindster.com.
All right, folks, my friends at Maxine's on Shine are here to make your week even better with Maxine's Mind Boggler. Big congratulations to last week's winner, Kurt. Now, the first person to answer this riddle correctly wins a $25 gift card to Maxine's on Shine. Here is your riddle. What begins with an E but only contains one letter? What begins with an E but only contains one letter? If you know the answer, email me, Sabrina@realradio.fm. First person to send the correct answer wins a $25 gift card. If you don't win today's riddle, well, don't worry. You got a shot every single week. Plus, you're going to feel like a winner every time you visit Maxine's on Shine. Voted best downtown Orlando restaurant 3 years in a row. Diverse, comfortable, and delicious with a splash of sexiness. For more information on location and reservations, visit Maxine'sOnShine.com.
Hi, this is Earl Ron. At New South Window, we bring the factory to you. Our windows and doors are made with quality in mind, and your products and installation are backed by our lifetime warranty. That's because New South Window knows the importance of single source accountability. We believe in removing the middleman so you get more for your money. This is real factory direct. One company, one call, guaranteed for life. Get New South proud.
For a limited time only, save 35% on New South Windows products and installation.
I'm Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. I learned about atrial fibrillation the hard way. My symptoms would come and go. Shortness of breath, fatigue. I kept going. Then I got so lightheaded, I couldn't. My doctor said I have Afib, so I'm about 5 times more likely to have a stroke. Other symptoms, irregular heartbeat, heart racing, chest pain can come and go, but the risk of stroke stays. If you have symptoms, tell a doctor. Visit NoTimeToWait.com.
Sponsored by Bristol-Myers Squibb and Pfizer.
If you're the victim of a car crash, never rush to settle with the insurance companies and never settle for just any attorney. Demand Anna Jar Levine. Call 1-800-747-FREE for a free consultation and take back control of your life. In Office Orlando.
Last season, millions tuned into the Betrayal podcast to hear a shocking story of deception. I'm Andrea Gunning, and now we're sharing an all-new story of betrayal. Justin Rutherford. Doctor, father, family man. It was the perfect cover to hide behind.
I was just like, what in the world is going on?
Listen to Betrayal on America's #1 podcast network, iHeart. Open your free iHeart app and search Betrayal and start listening.
Hey, everybody. Jim Colbert here with my friend Judy from Life Imaging FLA. Judy, we know we've been talking about saving lives now for about 9 months. The testimonials have been like just bananas. But the one thing we don't cover is how easy this is. It's remarkably easy. I think my scan took 8 minutes, and I got a full body scan. Is that the norm?
Absolutely. It's normally under 10 minutes, and it's the most simplest thing ever. If you're claustrophobic, it's open.
It's an open scan. You don't take your clothes off. There's no injections or dyes, none of that. You don't have to worry about being scared about it. That's another thing. People are like, I don't want to be in that tube, but you never go in.
It's the most simplest thing you'll ever go through.
That's right. Be proactive today. Take control of your health. Call Life Imaging FLA right now. Get that free heart scan. Just a few minimum requirements. That is a $699 value, and it couldn't be easier. From your cell phone, call pound 250. Say the keyword free heart scan. That's all you have to do. Pound 250. Say the keyword free heart scan. You'll be connected in seconds. And remember, when you get there, ask about the cancer screening as well. It is better to know now than worry about this tomorrow. You have the option to receive a one-time auto-dial text message from iHeartMedia.
Enjoying the news, Junkie? You've probably heard a ton of injury attorney commercials. But if you are injured and need a lawyer, who's the right lawyer for you? That's why we offer our 30-day risk-free trial. If you are not 100% satisfied with the way we treat you in your case within the first 30 days, you can take your file back and you owe us nothing. No fees, no costs, and no questions asked. Injured on the go? JustCallMo.com. Go to JustCallMo.com. Mo DeWitt, Orlando attorney.
Think identity theft won't happen to you? Think again. There's a new victim every 3 seconds in the U.S., over 15 million this year alone, and many don't even know they're victims. LifeLock alerts you to identity threats you could miss even when you monitor your credit. If your identity's stolen, a dedicated U.S.-based restoration specialist will work to fix it. No one can prevent all identity theft, but everyone can save up to 25% their first year with my name, Clay, as the promo code at LifeLock.com.
My wife and I both, we ended up mildly sick for a few months, and the nasal congestion was probably the worst part. I had like a post-nasal drip, just super congested all the time. We were taking everything we possibly could, but nothing really worked.
Kyrie was miserable until a friend recommended Navage. Navage offers immediate drug-free congestion relief, flushing your nasal passages with refreshing saline and sucking out mucus, germs, and other airborne irritants. Don't live in misery this cold season. Use Navage so you can breathe easier, sleep better, and feel your best right away.
The biggest thing Navage has done has completely cleaned out my nasal passages. It was from the first use. I was able to just clear out anything that was stopping me from breathing correctly. Navage helps me clear the way, literally clear the way, for me to operate better in the rest of my life.
Experience the Navage difference yourself. Navage is available at Navage.com or at Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, and Rite Aid. Navage, N-A-V-A-G-E.
Between the lines, far beyond legal and ethical limits, and under the surface.
Too dangerous or disruptive to the existing status quo.
Hosts Ben Bolin, Matt Frederick, and Noel Brown introduce you to the world of stuff they don't want you to know.
We've officially entered the age of biohacking.
History is riddled with unexplained events. Is somebody messing with us? Now it's time for some answers.
Take us to the edge of the rabbit hole. We'll do the rest.
Listen to Stuff They Don't Want You to Know on America's #1 podcast network, iHeart. Open your free iHeart app and search Stuff They Don't Want You to Know and start listening.
Do you have AC needs? Turn to the experts at Carrier. Go to millsair.com.
Because the newspapers don't come with cliff notes or potentially offensive accents.
The latest Secret Shows subscriber. Thank you, Michelle. Woo. You can learn about Secret Shows, listen in, or
You're
watch
gonna love it. You're going to love
Secret
it.
Shows yourself by going over to thenewsjunkie.com. There are 360 plus shows on there, plus bonus shows and all sorts of extra stuff. It's a fun time. You want to hear us saying bad words, go over to thenewsjunkie.com and subscribe to Secret Shows right now. It's a perfect thing to do. At the end of the day, like maybe you're on the way back home from work, right? And you want to hear more of the show, but you can't for some reason. Boom, pop that on and get all caught up. All right, couple of things we got to catch up on. We're going to go all over the place here just for a bit. One, remember that Iowa teenager who his place got destroyed in the tornado, but he was like, man, my golf clubs are gone, and I really want a new set of golf clubs.
$3,000 into him, maybe?
Yeah, he said, I was like, $3,000 into these golf clubs. I really want some. He got golf clubs.
Of course he did.
Nice. He got the golf clubs.
He just doesn't have a house to put them in.
Right, he's not worried about that. He was just worried about the clubs, and somebody bought him a set of clubs, so he scored on that one. A BBC presenter, the television network in the UK, not the pornography genre. This presenter was in a news story about something that happened when she was on a flight. And the flight was going from London to Turkey on Sun Express. And she was going on a vacation with her husband, Nick Solomon, and her daughters, Annie, 14, and Rosie, 12 years old. And she had a request, and they did not do this. They did not fulfill her request. She was mad about it, and they booted her off the flight for doing so. And the article says it's for a simple request, but I wonder how this would work out on most planes. So this woman says, all right, I want to talk to, what do they call stewardesses these days?
Flight attendants.
Flight attendant?
Yeah.
Let me talk to a
Bring
flight
on the
attendant.
sexy stews, baby.
What do they call them plain broads these days?
One step away from saying toots there, but you know what I mean. The flight attendants, good people, hard job wrangling the humans in the zoo up in the air. And this woman says, here's the deal. My daughter, Rosie, has an allergy to peanuts, and it's bad. So I'd like you to make an announcement overhead to the entire plane that my daughter has an allergy to peanuts, and nobody around her should be eating any kind of peanuts. Nobody on the flight should be eating any kind of peanuts. And they said, I'm sorry, we're not going to do that. And she got mad, things escalated, and they booted her off a flight. And the question I pose to you, is that a too big of a demand to put on an airline to be like, hey, I got a child that's allergic here, and I want an announcement made for the whole plane? And they're like, look, we don't do this. We don't do announcements like that. We will not serve peanut products on the flight, but other than that, you got to protect your own and do your thing. Because they did. They said it was a simple request, but they booted her off. When the captain found out I had spoken to other passengers, he was screaming at me from the cockpit. He was so angry. The next thing I knew, we were told to get off the plane, they said. And the next day, they took an EasyJet flight, and they had several announcements asking passengers not to open packets of peanuts on the flight. They said the child has a fatal anaphylactic allergy to peanuts, which I know it can be kind of simple to go, oh, this is over the top. There are people with allergies to peanuts so significant that they can die.
Yeah.
So
correct.
I think it's important to at least consider that. However, I don't know. I mean, I on the flight, it seems like you let the pilot handle what kind of announcements they're going to make. Liza over on Twitch says you don't do that at the last minute. I don't know. I mean, it seems like, how do you do that ahead of time? Is there something when you're buying an airline ticket where you could say, hey, I have a peanut allergy or my child has a peanut allergy? I've never seen an option for that. So then the only option would be when you're on the plane, and then it seems annoying because it does seem kind of annoying to me, honestly. But if it was my kid, I'd probably be so overprotective of the peanut allergy kid. I'd be fighting off peanuts at every angle possible. So I might do this myself if I was her.
Is there another situation in which somebody's kid's peanut allergy or their own peanut allergy stands to inconvenience a group of people than just being on a plane?
Generally, the issue comes up on flights.
Classrooms, too, I think.
In classrooms with other kids?
Yeah,
I mean,
like
that makes sense.
If one kid's deathly allergic, they're like, can you please not send your kid to class with peanut butter?
Yeah, that makes sense. I think about it because I thought for a while that the whole reason, or maybe the myth behind why you would ask the whole plane to avoid opening peanuts was that the recirculation of the air.
Right.
But since COVID, we learned that the air is new air every couple minutes or so.
They don't recirculate as much. Yeah.
Air from it, from outside gets in and they replace it.
Yeah.
So was both of those things true, and they've just since changed their methods, or was one of them a myth the whole time?
I don't know. Big Doug Millionaire at Twitch says, wouldn't you carry around an EpiPen if you can die from peanuts? I certainly would. I know I would have that.
Oh, they definitely have an EpiPen, but I think the problem is, did they say London Gatwick to Turkey? I don't know how long of a flight that is, but say you're going from New York to London, and you have an EpiPen on you, but somebody has opened peanuts, and now they're starting to have a reaction. They use the EpiPen. What's next? You have to just go to the rest of the flight hoping that nobody else opens any peanuts? I mean, you're kind of screwed right now.
Yeah.
Unless you have multiple EpiPens.
And there's a lot of people like this. Jeff on YouTube says, not my problem. I like my peanuts on flights. And just blatantly going to go for it. That's what I'm going to do. And the final thing.
I could go just months without eating any peanuts. Then I get on that plane and I want a PB&J.
Yeah, getting in there.
Am I right?
In a new viral trend, women are spending up to $8,000 on rage rituals. This, according to Fox, that includes screaming ceremonies and breaking things. How are you spending $8,000 on that?
You can do that at home.
Yeah, you can if you'd like to. And I didn't think the rage rooms were nearly as expensive as that. It says Mia Banducci, better known for her online persona Mia Magic, is a cybersecurity engineer and an intuitch is what she calls. She hosts rage ritual retreats for women so they can unleash lungfuls of deafening shrieks in the middle of the woods while beating sticks and other objects on the ground. It's like, don't be a bitch, or don't be angry, or don't be aggressive, or don't stand up for yourself. Don't protect your integrity. Don't tell anybody that they don't have the consent to touch your body or speak to you in a certain way, she says. She said, you got to get out there and you got to get angry. The next one is set for August in France, and it's between $6,500 and $8,000 to scream in the woods with these ladies and break stuff. You could do that for much cheaper.
Yeah, go to your local park and do it for free.
Yeah, go get like a big screen TV from the pawn shop, bring it to the local park, like Josh said, and then smash it on the ground. You'll feel better. It'll make you feel a lot better
and
about
you're not
things.
out $8,000.
No, you're saving all kinds of money. Flat screen TV at the pawn shop, probably like $50.
Easy.
Good to go. When we come back, we'll get into what happened with Richard Dreyfuss that caused a bunch of controversy this weekend. Plus, we'll, of course, do the final dispatches, stories that didn't make the cut. And today I learned to wrap everything up for a Tuesday. That's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real Radio is the Jim Colbert Show. Silly and stupid, but full of integrity. The Jim Colbert Show. Weekdays at 3 on Real Radio 104.1.
From the Cool Today Weather Center, cooltoday.com.
Fox 35 Storm Team meteorologist Jessica Dobson with a check of your Tuesday forecast. And for today, another hot day is on the way as temperatures climb into the mid-90s for highs. Plan for an afternoon high of 94 degrees today in Orlando. A few scattered hit-and-miss showers and thunderstorms can't be ruled out either as we get into the early to mid-afternoon hours. These could have some heavy downpours and some frequent lightning, so keep that in mind if you have any sort of outdoor plans. Temperatures will stay hot through the end of the week with highs in the mid-90s. For the Fox 35 Storm Team, I'm meteorologist Jessica Dobson.
This report is sponsored by J. David Tax Law.
If you owe the IRS and can't pay, now is the time to call J. David Tax Law. The IRS has resumed their aggressive collections. Don't wait. Call J. David Tax Law, a firm right here in Orlando, or visit jdavidtaxlaw.com.
One of my favorite things about that mortgage guy Don from thatmortgageguyDon.com is the fact that he is part of the Real Radio family. That's right, every Saturday morning you can hear the Home Loans Radio Show. Hear Don and his crew answer your questions live on the air, pull back the curtain on the mortgage business, explain the real mortgage process to you because he wants you to know how it works. Get the process started today with an expert and a friend that you could trust by going to thatmortgageguyDon.com.
Don't miss the boat, compare your quote with thatmortgageguyDon.com.
If Heineken Silver was a 60-second radio ad, it'd tell you all the stuff you need to know in only 30 seconds to keep things light and refreshing. Seriously, time me. Heineken Silver, a world-class light beer that's surprisingly crisp and refreshing, made with only premium quality ingredients and just 2.9 grams of carbs and 95 calories, all without compromising on taste. Heineken Silver, all the taste, no bitter endings. Order now at Heineken.com/silver. Must be 21 and older to purchase. Enjoy Heineken responsibly. Whew, 30 seconds, that's it. Done. Peace.
Now, it's your time to make more money and be your own boss. Come to the Franchise Show on June 8th and 9th at the Orange County Convention Center to meet with the best money-making franchises. Learn how you can open a successful business. This life-changing event is your only chance to see all the hottest money-making opportunities in one place. Find the perfect business for you at the Franchise Show, presented by the Entrepreneur's Source. June 8th and 9th, the Orange County Convention Center. Get tickets at FloridaFranchiseShow.com.
Each morning across Florida, hundreds of Duke Energy line workers start each day with one thing on our minds: making the grid stronger and more reliable for you. To us, it's about more than keeping the lights on. It's about being more efficient to help lower costs for our customers. It's more than a job, it's a commitment to building a smarter, more reliable energy future for Florida. Find out more at duke-energy.com/FL-feature. Paid for by Duke Energy shareholders.
Hey, if you're listening to me right now, I have one thing every business needs most: attention. Think about it. We swipe and scroll past stuff all day, but when we're driving, cooking, working out, we're also listening. That's the magic of audio at iHeart. We're in your next customer's ears while they're living life and listening, just like you are right now. So get your customers to listen up today using radio, digital, and podcasts. Call 844-ADD-HELP-5. That's 844-ADD-HELP-5.
In this week's Marketers Report, Dana Nussbaum, Executive Vice President, Worldwide Marketing at Warner Brothers Discovery, weighs in on regional audio marketing.
Although we're marketing at a very broad scale, it does include specific local markets, and that's the beauty of iHeart's network.
As the #1 audio company, iHeartMedia gives marketers access to the audiences, influencers, and data you need to grow. If you're a marketer, go to iHeartResults.com.
Discover a career that matters at the U.S. Department of Veterans Affairs. Be part of an innovative team delivering world-class healthcare and benefits to America's veterans. Enjoy robust benefits, work-life balance, and career development opportunities. Join a diverse and inclusive community that values your unique background and skills. A community where nearly 1 in 3 of your colleagues are veterans themselves. Apply now at vacareers.va.gov.
$5,000. That's the average amount of money people in the U.S. are now spending on gas in a year. $5,000. That's crazy. If you drive, you have to download Upside, the free app that gives you cash back every time you get gas. That's right. You can earn real cash back with Upside just by buying the gas you're already buying. You can literally start earning cash back today.
I use Upside every time I fill up, and I've already made around $200-300.
You're putting gas in your car anyway. Why not get real cash back?
back. If you like free money, download Upside.
I'm saving the cash I earn from using Upside to help pay for a vacation later this year.
Download the free Upside app now to earn cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code MOVE to get an extra 25 cents per gallon on your first tank. You can cash out anytime right to your bank, PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code MOVE for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code MOVE for a 25 cents per gallon bonus.
The free iHeart app has over 100 commercial-free stations like Real Fun Beach Radio. Real Fun Beach Radio gives you that toes in the sand beach music vibe 24/7. Just open the app, search Real Fun Beach Radio, and start listening. iHeartRadio. Free never sounded so good.
At Lowe's, save big every day when you buy in bulk. Get a free pneumatic nailer when you buy a pallet of select Metabo HPT nails. Lowe's knows pros. Selection varies by location while supplies last. Discount taken at time of purchase. See sales associate for details.
San Jose's original Mexican restaurant is now open in Altamont. Visit sanjosesoriginal.com.
Dispensing unsolicited advice on a wide range of pointless topics. It's the
Make the cut. And today we're going to wrap everything up for a Tuesday. Thank you for hanging out with us today. And thank you, Josh, for being here with us. You're an amazing man, and we love you.
You're welcome.
We appreciate you.
Courtesy of justcallmo.com.
That's
buddy.
right. Yeah. On loan. Thank God. Have Josh to bring us through the day here. Go to justcallmo.com if you want to follow him tomorrow, I guess. You're not actually on the website doing anything, as far as I know.
I think my face might be on there somewhere.
Oh, your face is on the website? Nice.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't think I'm on there. I got to get my face on that website. I like my face on every website, if at all possible. Like I like my face to be the default.
That FDLE search site.
Yeah. Oh no. Maybe this is a bad idea.
You don't know what the search
no,
is
no,
for,
no,
do you?
no. I don't. No. I don't want that. Please, no red dots around my house. Here's something
at your house.
I throw at both of you, okay? Because I don't know if this is right or wrong. It seems to me that it's pretty crazy. But for instance, today there's some bad storms in the Dallas area. For our friends in Dallas, you're getting drilled by some bad storms, including some hail. And somebody said this is what the interstate looks like right now. And take a look at this. All right, I put this up on See It Now so everybody else can see. But the roads have totally stopped because of the hail. So you see these cars right here? All right. In both directions, some people have pulled their vehicles underneath the bridge and then stopped, and then the whole interstate stops behind them. You see what I'm saying? So,
oh my God.
The whole road is open in front of them so that they can be under the bridge so that the hail doesn't hit their cars. But in order to protect their cars so they're under the bridge, they're shutting down the entire interstate. Is that what you're supposed to do when it's hailing like this?
I have no idea.
I think it's something you should do if you are driving a motorcycle. And you should pull off to the side and stay under the bridge, because that's really going to hurt you if you're going at a certain speed and the hail's big enough.
Yeah, that's no
good. For
good.
the car, I think it's something that people do because they worry for their expensive car or something like that. But, I mean, once the shoulder's taken up, aren't you kind of screwed? Like, you can't block the road.
You're blocking the entire road, and now whatever cars are under the bridge, good for you. You're not going to get hit with hail. But everybody else, not only are they getting hit with hail, but they can't move.
Yeah.
They're stuck in the hailstorm. Check this out over on the newsjunkie.com. Tammy says, no, you pull over on the shoulder. It just seems like this is a bad idea. In fact, if it was hailing while I was driving, I think I would just slow down a little bit and continue on as normal, like I would if it was raining. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm not supposed to do that. Sensei John says it's illegal to stop the natural flow of traffic. Well, everybody is stopping at both lanes. You can see this is just a thing that people do. So these cars are like, screw this. I'm not going to let the hail hit my car. I'm going to stop right here. And now the entire road is shut down in both directions because of the hail. That seems bad. But there we are regardless. Okay, let's do the final dispatches. That's right, friends. We're going to try to do more than one today.
These are the final dispatches, but Sean will probably only play one.
We'll see. We shall see. You can always join us during the show, and you can send them even when we're not live. We'll still probably get to some of them. Go over to thenewsjunkie.com to hit record on your dispatch right now. Here is Sweaty Armpit Guy says 8 years ago today.
Let us not forget that 8 years ago today, May 28, 2016, Harambe was brutally murdered.
Oh, was that today?
Oh, my God.
The zoo authorities barged into his home merely because he wanted to make friends with the outside species, a human boy to be correct. But let's have him in our hearts forever. Never forget.
Truth. Unbelievable. Bruce Traveler.
17 years old.
I know. That's so unfortunate. That little kid really did him in.
I really hope that this pilot channeled his best Harrison Ford and told this lady, "Get off of my plane."
I don't know. I know the pilot was pissed off. That's what they said.
You didn't channel your best to Harrison Ford.
He just did it in a regular voice. Get off of my plane.
First of all, it's get off my plane.
Yeah. All right. That's enough for now. I think we've done enough today.
It belongs in a museum.
Let's do the stories that didn't make the cut. The theater in Massachusetts is apologizing for Richard Dreyfuss's remarks at a Jaws event. It was a start of summer screening of the movie Jaws with a Q&A with Richard Dreyfuss. And I guess in the middle of it, he's just started going off. They said the comments from Richard Dreyfuss do not reflect the values of inclusivity and respect that we uphold as an organization. We're sorry that
Did
we
he say there was too many F words like the Pope?
I don't know if he poped it, but he was talking about like trans kids and women shouldn't have jobs and some other stuff. And he's wandering around the stage. If you look up the event, he was in a dress. He was wearing like a muumuu on the stage, Richard Dreyfuss was, and a lot of people were pissed because they paid $300 for tickets, and they wanted to hear Richard Dreyfuss talk about Jaws.
How far Mr. Holland has fallen.
He's just wandering around the stage, just muttering things about trans kids or whatever. Just not what they had in mind, I guess. All right, let's get the hell out of here. Let's do Today I Learned.
The following information may make you feel smarter, but will not actually increase your IQ. So don't get cocky. Now it's time for what we call Today I Learned.
It is Today I Learned for a Tuesday, May 28th, 2024. Today I Learned this guy right here.
Michael Jackson.
That's right. Michael Jackson's chimpanzee Bubbles is still alive. He's over 40 years old.
Wow.
And living in Florida. He's only 2 years younger than me. That's strange. I feel weird about that for some reason.
They did a reunion with Janet and Bubbles, and it was just weird. And it was I think like, do you think the chimpanzee remembers her? And I was like, I don't know, because he's a chimpanzee.
We can't cross that barrier yet. It would be cool if we could.
Michael tried.
Yeah, he did. If anybody tried it, it's him. That man gave it a shot. Today I learned the bell on a cat's collar exists to limit their hunting potential, with the bell being observed to reduce captured birds by 30 to 40%. It interferes with their natural defense mechanisms, and some owners worry that as well as alerting prey, a bell could alert large predators to a cat's presence, given most predators' acute hearing. However, the acute hearing of predators is good enough that it's unlikely to make a difference in practice. They're going to hear the cat and eat it regardless. That is some dark stuff right there.
Wow.
Today I learned this song.
Heaven is a Place on Earth?
That's right. Belinda Carlisle of the Go-Go's. She sings Heaven is a Place on Earth. She started her musical career as the drummer for the hardcore punk band The Germs. She was like a badass punk band drummer in her day, and then went on to become like pop princess with this song, which is so damn catchy. All right, thank you for hanging out with us. We do appreciate it. We're back tomorrow, same time, same place. Miss the show? Get the podcast. It's over at thenewsjunkie.com. We'll see you tomorrow, everybody.